my camera forgot all my settings, which it normally does retain them because I do things through Razer Synapse. And then my mouse decided it had something in the sensor and was going absolutely bananas. Like, you'd think that someone was literally hacked into my computer controlling my mouse. It was that kind of insanity all over my screen, and I was like, do I grab another mouse? What do I do? I eventually cleaned it and did some mouse mat cleaning, and it's fine. But yeah, every single thing that has gone towards setting up tonight has gone wrong. So let's hope that the run doesn't go wrong. And my mouse is still jumping occasionally across the screen, which is going to drive me insane. But yes. Hi, Burb. Yes, definitely that emote. Yeah, it's... So I've literally got a makeup brush in my mouse sensor, and I'm just trying to see. Like, I can't see anything in there. And I've cleaned it a good bunch, but it's still just every now and then going absolute bananas. But yes. Annie, I don't even think is in bed yet. I can't hear. Like, Dave took over at 8:30 because I just couldn't get her to go to sleep. She was just not interested. I kept saying, it's Nana's time to go to bed. She's like, nah, nah. And then if you put her down, she would cry. So she's like, oh my god. So yes, but yes, otherwise, I am happy to be here. I would try and bring some happy energy to the stream. But yeah, I've had to reset my camera settings. I don't even know if I look 100% like I normally do. I look kind of yellow on that monitor, but okay on this monitor. So I don't know, honestly. Hopefully I look okay. Yeah, just in general, I'm just like, can things just work how they've worked steadily for the last few months, please? I had it all perfect. But anyway, I hope you're good, Burb. I hope your morning so far is going well. We're going back to my Voyager achievement run, which I haven't played in ages. It's my Faithful Cartographer run. I haven't played it in a month. I don't even remember where I am or what I'm doing. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, so yeah, let's take the music down and let's play the intro and we'll get going. If I can get this to do this with the mouse behaving. Nope, it's going to do that. Thank you very much, Mr. Mouse, for making that real smooth. Okay, see you in a second.
I fight every day for these words I know will bring me home. The mess and the fight, the pain to the light, I faced every fear I know. This echo inside from left to the right, just sing to the crowd below. And although you feel that nothing is real, you paint, sing, you write, you shine, shine on.
Alright, I can hear my husband talking to his friends, so I'm hoping that means the baby is asleep and he's able to play games with his friends. Because I really was going to feel bad too if he was stuck. If he was stuck with the baby all night long. But yeah. I don't know if everybody saw, there's a new dev diary out. With the update on the Signal Tail being added to Lopa. So I do have this new Lopa run too that's going quite well. But let's go back to yeah, so they've basically just said that they're going to introduce it to Interloper. They're going to change how the loot works. They're going to change what actually appears in bunkers and how busy some of them are and stuff. But they are going to make it work on Lopa, and it should be sorted in the next few weeks. And then by the end of April, also PS4 and Xbox are getting like their visual updates that they promised a while ago. So yeah, it's exciting. Sorry, I'm just alt-tabbing over to OBS for a second. I just want to check something. No, okay, cool. Alrighty. Achievement run, take 2. This is how long ago I played it. Oh my gosh. 15th of March, yes. So exactly a month ago since I played it. Hi, Frodo, how you going? Oh, I'm in Trappers. Okay. I haven't searched it, apparently. So I'm still doing that 25 days no man-made food thing. So let's drop that food that I just picked up. I am having mouse... Yep, still having mouse problems, as you can see. It literally is like my computer is possessed. Did I just come in here? Like, let's have a look at the lay of the land here. So, if you go down to the log... No. Okay, Mystery Lake. I think I started... Yeah, I started in PV, so I basically mapped all of PV, didn't I? Yeah. Yay! Hi, Amber! Good morning! Yeah. So yeah, I've just sort of been going through Mystery Lake, it looks like. Okay, cool. So I've probably just arrived here then. Alright, well let's have a cattail. Let's have a look at our weapon status and our stuff. Maybe that I go and hunt something. I've got a revolver. Oh, I've got bows and arrows. Okay. Instead of first. Yeah. Yeah. It's the closest thing I have to first. Hey Troop! How you doing? I should really be sorting by this like I always do. There we go. Like a flappy. Flappy. Do a little wave. Okay. What have I got? Stuff. What day am I on? I'm only on day 22, aren't I? So that's why I don't have good skills yet. Look at all these painkillers. How much have I mapped of Mystery Lake, I wonder? Have I even got charcoal? I have 1. Okay. I have 2 cured. 12 cured guts. Oh, because I've killed a bear. Okay, that makes sense. What am I wearing? I haven't made clothing, but I have killed a bear and I've got a cured hide. Okay. Right, let's see what I've mapped so far. I love it when you come back to a run after a month. Mystery Lake. Oh, I've already surveyed 7 things in Mystery Lake. Okay, cool. I need to do camp office, clear cut, Dave's, deadfall, derailment, destroyed lookout, forestry lookout. Frozen Creek, fishing huts, lake overlook, lake trail. Okay, so I've done Alan's Cave, trappers, yeah, okay. Unnamed pond. Alright, well this should be fun. Okay, and we can hunt something on the way to maybe get some food, but for now we need to eat, go to sleep. I'm doing okay. I just did a little mini rant at the beginning of stream about how my system tonight has decided it hates me. And it took ages to get the stream going because my camera settings went completely insane, and I still don't actually think I look quite right. No, I don't look bad, but it just isn't quite where it normally is. And my mouse is going haywire. Yeah, the system is down. Perfect. Perfect redeem. Exactly. And you'll see every now and then my mouse still jumps to the other side of the screen. I have cleaned it. I have looked at the mouse mat. I don't know what the deal is. This is failing over and over, which is gonna annoy the shit out of me. So yes, I started my countdown to the stream. I started full of rage, yes. Exactly right. Yes, that is how I felt. Yes. Yeah, I've got a couple of Homestar redeems. I think I've got this one as well, Troop. You might recognize.
Teen Girl Squad! Cheerleader! So-and-so! What's his face? The ugly one!
Yeah, and you're going to stay hungry, Astrid, because I'm not losing my achievement. I'm afraid you're not going to have well fed for a while. I should get him, I should get Homestar going. Emails! That would be funny. Yeah, so I've cleaned it a few times, Frodo. I've got a little brush here. I've been blowing on it, and I cleaned it with this little brush. And I've checked the mouse pad. It's just high as a kite today, apparently. And the game is also very loud to me. I need to turn my mic down. There we go. Okay. I actually didn't loot in here, so I figured I'll Thank
you.
Yeah, but you're gonna drop it, Astrid, I'm afraid, because I don't want to eat it. Yeah, going off living off the land. Which, I mean, I haven't played this run in a month, so I think the last time you were here, Troop, on this run, I was probably in the exact same position, if you can recall it. Yeah, so we're 22 days into I can't drink the coffee either, can I? Because it's man-made. We're 22 days into the 25, so after the end is in sight, I just need to get myself some, like a deer or bunny or something. This bunny's right outside, so I might do that. Surprised there's not a snare here, actually. Oh, the rifle is here. I didn't think I had that yet, did I? No. Okay. Let's go with bow and arrow for now, though. But I definitely will take that with me when I leave. I haven't done the safe yet. I've obviously just come in here and immediately slept. Sweet. Not sure. I don't think I can drink the energy drink. There's rifle ammo. More painkillers. Okay, so I might as well base myself here, kind of. As I map everything. Because I'm also doing Faithful Cartographer.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Herbal tea is verboten? Oh, yes, it will be. Yes, yes. Because it's not natural. Yes. Yes. For some reason I got surprised then, but no, I knew exactly. Yes. Let's turn the lamp off. Let's try and control my computer myself would be nice. But yeah, honestly, if I didn't know any better, I would swear someone was controlling my mouse right now and doing this just to troll me. Because, yeah, it won't do what I tell it to do. Just not fun. I'm not even going to need more than a lot of these. There we go. The curtains. There's not normally curtains and trappers. Yeah, no. Alright, let's see what's in the safe. I do need to make some more water, yeah. Okay, so like 17, 18. I can't, it's weird, like the sensor's really deep inside it. You guys won't be able to see that, but it's like, like, you know, the little reflective mirror thing that sends it the right way, but it's really quite far. Oh, I've just gone the wrong way, haven't I? No, I think I'm okay. Cash and revolver bullets is probably not a bad guess. She's doing some deep breathing right now, like I've been sprinting her. Beans and gents.
I could use this. Will be useful. Oh, lucky day.
Distress pistol's nice. Honestly, I'm tempted to try and find another mouse. When I have a little break later on. Try and find a wired mouse, a different mouse. This mouse is not great anyway. I'm hoping for my birthday. On my birthday list for my family, one of the things I've asked for is a new gaming mouse. Yeah, well done, Troop. Yeah. I think the baby might be actually up. I think my husband might have got her up and let her sit in the living room with him. Because I think I hear her. But I also hear him talking to his friends, so. Caw. Right, let's try and get a bunny. I'm quite heavy. Yeah, I'm 10 kilos over. Okay. Need to, Is there any bunnies up here? I need to sort it out. I'm a bunny! I need to sort out, my inventory and leave a whole bunch of shit here so that I can walk around and map without being slow. Because I don't think I'm going to have well fed for a wee while unless I get a good stash of deer or something going. I don't think there are any bunnies here today. Jerks! Where have you gone? Hopefully the deer will spawn. Not saplings or a backpack or anything. What's going on? And of course, it's like blizzard sounding, but not quite blizzardy. Okay, well I could always head over to Unnamed Pond. There's cattails there. Let's just dump some stuff. Blizzard. Blizzard are common. Right. You. Right. I'll hang on to you. Rattle, rattle, rattle. I'm not gonna worry about gunsmithing right now. I've done that stuff already. I don't have any extra clothing. I'm not gonna drink any of this for a while anyway, so let's get rid of it. Empty food screen! I think I've got, yeah, I've got a shaft. I just need arrows, feathers, and I can make another arrow. I've got a broken one too. Oh, I already had a flare gun. Oh well. Bonus flare gun can go in there for now. Leave the tools here. Leave the rifle ammo here. Couple of crappy sewing kits. Oh, everything's in. Oh, it is an A to Z, I was gonna say. I'll leave the better bow. Oh, I have 55 feathers. Alright, well we can make an arrow. I'll drop the guts and the rabbit stuff. We should probably make a dressing. I don't think yeah, I only have one. I only have one bandage. Did I have good? Yeah, I have 8 cloth. Okay. Alright, we can do some sort of crafty stuff. Let's go over here and drop all the guts. Obviously got all the guts from the bear. Yeah, I have been to the dam, yeah. So yes, I will get rid of the primer. See, I'm not doing that. Alright. Not 100% sure what to do here. Okay, take it off. Can I... It's going absolutely bananas. I've got a smaller brush here. Let's try this one. We need an old priest and a young priest. I feel like I'm gonna go blind staring into the sensor for too long. It's very bright. Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I can't control this at all. I can't stop this happening. The power of Coke compels you. Power of Coke compels you. Okay, I'm gonna be gone just a minute. I'm gonna go into the other room near my husband's PC. I think there's a mouse that I can plug in near there. I have a hair in there for sure, yeah. But I really don't know how I would get to it. Like, because it was working for a little while, it was working quite well. It's probably one of my hairs. I have a lot of hair, if you hadn't noticed. Like, it's going bananas. It looks almost, okay, let's calm down for a second. It's weird. It looks almost like a little smudged in there, like something dirty's got in there. Alright, it seems to have behaving itself now. We'll just see what happens. Yeah, something right on the sensor. If it does go absolute bananas again, I'll just take a quick break and I can go and plug the other one in. But this is like the best it's been yet. Touch wood. So we'll see. Take this for now. We'll just make that arrow. Oh, see now it's... Alright, we'll get another arrow. Right. 32 kilos is pretty good. I was gonna make some bandages. And yes, I will make water and I will go get food. Thank you, Troop, for the clip. Oh my god. Okay. I love how it just needed a moment to calm down. Obviously I've dislodged the hair somehow and made it like kind of normal enough. Every now and then it just goes lit, lit, lit. Right. It's quiet out there. Let's do a little recce out here. Oh, nice day. If I was interloper, I'd be excited about Maglene's weather. Right, no deer. I think they have fixed the glitch. You used to be able to like walk out here and go, oh, there's no deer. And then walk around the other side and there'd be deer. It should make aiming very fun, yeah. The revolver too. Okay. Sometimes it's like, oh, there's deer. They weren't here before, they just suddenly spawned in. But it's not doing it anymore. I think they may have fixed that. Okay, that's all good. Let's go over to Unnamed Pond, where I know there will be bunnies and usually deer and cattails. So, fun times. 32. 4 arrows. And 3. Alright. Pretty well equipped. You know that pond? That pond around the corner? I never remember the name of. The pond with no name. We're going to find food at the pond with no name. Actually, I've not reset my song count. Should do that before I start singing things. The deer thing isn't a glitch. It's proximity. You just need to move far enough away that your presence doesn't prevent the spawn. Oh, it's doing it again, guys. It's a mouse rave. Whee! Okay, I'm putting on the highlights for a minute. Look at it go, look at it go. Hermit crab. Put on the highlights for a minute. Hopefully it doesn't do it. Actually, I'll unplug it. I'll put on the highlights and then I'll unplug it. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, I'll just unplug the actual little sensor thing. It dies faster, but I don't know if it necessarily works that way. Fucking A. Yes. Oh my god, yes. I'm going too high. I'm making him mad. Oh no. Oh no. Probably need to start collecting metal at some point soon. And the long dark light. I heard you were looking for metal. I heard you like metal, so I put some metal on your metal. In your metal. Some metal was in that bin, made of metal. I'm fucked. I'm absolutely fucked. I'm fucked. Bye, run. I can't do anything. Is he running for a bunny or is he running for me? What am I gonna do? What? What? Sounded like he was chasing a deer. He's chasing a deer. Let's see what happens. What? What? Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay. Oh boy. I shouldn't laugh that hard, but fucking hell, the sound of that doe dying, it just killed me, man. Looks what happens when I throw the torch. It hits a wall and then glides that way. Hi. I have my husband's ergonomic work mouse that is not designed for this kind of thing, but it's the only one we could find in a pinch, so I'm gonna give it a go. Thing is, my keyboard is set up on the same sensor as my mouse. I'm gonna take the battery out of the mouse. Okay, the mouse has been it's been disabled. It is no longer allowed to function, but the keyboard should still function. If I'm okay, right. I don't know how sensitive this thing is. I don't know if it has a sensitivity button. We shall see. It's very comfortable to hold. Alright, let's give it a go. Okay. Okay. It's a bit weird. Let me get you straight to jail. Yeah. So later I will I don't know how I figure this out. I'm just gonna have to try and shine a torch inside it, maybe? Throw it into the sun? Who knows? My birthday is in... my birthday is in 9 days, so if I get a mouse, great. If I don't, I'm buying one then. Oh, man. Okay, problem resolved at least. As long as my keyboard doesn't start going bananas. Hang on. Sorry, that was me rather than anything. There's a very long cord on this thing. And I need to move it to be back, I think, so that it's leads it correctly. Yeah. Okay. Yes. I'm on the right screen, yes. Okay. Alright, we're away. So this is his work mouse. So he does not need this until Monday. So that's good for me. Ooh! Nice, Snow Walker. It's my 3rd badge. Excellent. They're coming along, guys. They're coming along. I think I might have done... What have I done? I've done 225 hours on this Steam account now. And I know I've done 300 and something on my husband's. And I've done at least 2,500 or so on PlayStation. So I must be basically over the 3,000 mark now, which is cool. Let's get this, yeah, that badge is cool. Usually they scare the shit out of me, so that one was actually a little bit more subtle, which was nice. Let's get this. I can make some more arrows. Yay! This feels very sensitive though. Usually I dial the sensitivity down on my mouse, on my husband's mouse by pushing a button. My mouse doesn't have a sensitivity thing. I may have to do it in the game. Display? No, it's not display. No, not accessibility. I think it's controls. Yes. Mouse sensitivity. Wow, I already had it down to 37%. Huh. Okay. It's just this mouse is just very sensitive. I think one of it's got numerous buttons on it. I think one of them probably is sensitivity, but I don't really want to mess with it. They do normally scare me, yes. Just have to be a little more subtle with my hand movements. To not be like, hey, Look, guys, over there. Ah. Let's go. You can do this, Astrid. Run up a hill carrying 30 kilos. You're a beast. I know, I'm sorry. She's trying to tell me something. So I definitely have a mouse somewhere that is an old one of mine that got melted. Literally got melted because it was sitting... how did it get melted? It was the sun. It was sitting on a desk, and I had a mirror that I had used for look at those thigh muscles. A mirror that I had used to put my makeup on for work that day that I'd sat on my husband's desk and literally had just left it on the desk and left for work, and I normally don't leave mirrors out because it was in front of a sunny window, and I've always been paranoid about, like, you know, catching the house on fire with this mirror in front of this sunny window. But this one day I forgot, and I came back and there was the left button and the space bar of my keyboard were both melted. So yeah, I have never left a mirror anywhere again. I don't use that mirror anymore, but you gotta be careful about mirrors and about clear water bottles in cars too. Can burn the place down. Right, so I need to map the pond. I was just checking there's no bear. If there is, I can pew him anyway, but... I don't know where I've been and where I haven't been. Because I didn't look at that list very thoroughly. Let's just have a little nosy down here. If we have to shoot a big beast of a boy, we will. I'm gonna go on charcoal. So... have a look. But yes, you can melt things in your house by mirrors being left in awkward places. Oh, there's bones in there. I might map from the deer blind. Just to be safe, there's a wolf. There's the name. You know. It's gonna be fun aiming with the sensitivity. So Mr. Bear is obviously on a walkabout. Ah, fun times. So yes, I just need to get through Live Off the Land, and then I'm going to work out what my next achievement's going to be.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. So if you could be here around 9, that'd be
great. I was like, why can I suddenly hear a man? Oh yeah. I can hear Lundberg. Sure, why not? Oh my god, the sensitivity. I feel like I should, like, turn it all the way down or something. It's, like, insane. Watch the bear appear as I map. Or not. It's gone kind of weird though, hey? Foggy and still. Okay. Should we eat our one cattail? Go get the others. Kind of want to go to the cabin. Do a little fire and do some water, but let's, we can safely. Let's get some cattails. Just keeping our head on a swivel here. For our friend. Big beast of a boy. That'd be great. See, I always thought he said, we're going to need you to come in on Saturday. But I can't find a clip of him saying Saturday like that. But he says tomorrow. So I guess I've just misremembered it. I, you know, I do watch it like once a year. You'd think I would remember. I'm being real paranoid, my friends. That bear's gonna come and get me. Yeah, I think he must do it at least once, but I can't find a clip of it. Because that's what I wanted to add. I wanted to have the Saturday. Because I always loved the way that I thought he said Saturday. Yeah, maybe. Because when he leaves the voicemails, he's like, I did mean the usual time. We weren't doing like a half day or anything. He plays that part so goddamn well. It's so good. Alright, let's go get the bunnies over by the cabin, do a fire, do some water. Shoot a wolf in the face if we have to. Don't know exactly where he is, and I don't really want to be surprised, so... There he is. Okay. Yeah. I do relate a hell of a lot to Office Space. Because, yeah, if I had money and didn't need to work, I would not. I know some people are like, oh, I would still work, I'd just do this, this, and this, or this amount of hours, or I'd change up my priorities, and I'm like, no, I would not work. I would do creative work. And that's the thing, I think, is the good argument for, like, the universal basic income idea, is that it does enable a lot more creativity. Like, artists produce a hell of a lot more. When we used to have this grant in New Zealand for musicians and artists, and when they got rid of it, suddenly the output of, like, art magically slowed dramatically. What are the odds? Because, you know, it's extremely hard to be an artist when you also have to do a day job. So I definitely would definitely relate. Perfect. As Astrid would say. Big sigh. Still getting used to this mouse, it's a bit weird. It's like really unsensitive at sometimes and really way too sensitive at others. It's a weird one. How many rocks have I got? Just the one. Okay, let's get some more. Oh, there's a pry bar here if I needed it. I thought I'd been to this cabin already. There's a fire outside. I must have been here. But I haven't, because I haven't searched anything. Okay, let's really quickly look in here. Is the fire always just there? Am I just misremembering? No, I think I've been here. I just didn't search the guy outside. Okay. Alright. Yep, that's fine. Okay, I've got 4 rocks. I shouldn't mess this up too badly then. There's another sapling over there. I need to remember to drop the one I'm carrying. Are there no bunnies? Really? Dead guy, I guess. Yeah, there is. Oh, it's... That made no noise, which was weird. It's a deer. That's kind of works out well. My fire's probably not got a long enough amount of firewood on it, though. Oh, it's only got 1.1. Okay. That sound is always delightful. Ooh, level 3 carcass harvesting hype. Nice. Just gonna walk back to preserve my calories. The bunnies have all gone, which is interesting. Maybe they'll be out tomorrow. That's fine. Can make it work with this deer. I love walking towards a fire from far away. Yeah, I did see the bunnies on the other side of the pond. I was just being cautious with the bear, knowing that that's a bear spawn. Well, it looked like bones were in the cave anyway. I think I may have killed him once already. I'm not sure. I can't remember what bear I have killed. I think I've killed a few. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna need more fire. So yeah, I'll eat these and then I'll maybe get bunnies tomorrow. And we'll just have a look at where we're going to map tomorrow. We'll plan a little route. We'll probably need to do clear cut. Camp office, clear cut. Yeah, Dave's, Deadfall, derailment, destroyed. Okay, so we should go over to clear cut, go up to destroyed lookout. Frozen Creek is, yeah, not far either. Nice switching huts, Lake Overlook. Lake Trail, oh yeah, that's the path behind camp office. Max is our stand. Rail tunnel and to the muskeg. Okay. Rail tunnel and to Forlorn Muskeg. Are they not the same thing? Ah, woo. I could go kill that wolf if I really wanted some some extra meat. There you go, Astrid. And you got another little bit here.
Drink almost anything about now.
Well, here you go. Quite like another liter. This is weird. I'm still getting used to this mouse. It's being very strange. I know, Astrid, but you're literally standing in front of a door, sitting in front of a door, where soon you will be going inside to sleep, so you're fine.
The sun is setting.
Gotta get a lot colder soon. You get this charcoal in the morning too, because I don't have any now. I think the fire burned for a couple of hours at least, so it should be good for that. Alright. Ooh, just. Shall see. "22 days. Yay, we're getting closer to our goal. Okay. I don't think it'll let me get another hour, but it's probably half an hour really. Sun is just starting to come up. Let's have a look at our clothes.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do for now. My bedroll wasn't great though. Oh, it's 94. I did get one repair in. Okay. That's fine. Hi, Pizza Pauser. Mending too. Nice. Welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, the sun is up enough. Let's go. Oh, Burb, I know you've got to catch up on the VOD probably, but Dunn got parasites yesterday. Or today. Yesterday for you. He managed to get himself parasites. Actually, yeah, let's go this way. He ate raw meat and it gave him the risk. And then he ate another, he went, oh, oh well, I guess I better keep eating. Or he said something like that, and he just ate a second piece and immediately got parasites and food poisoning. And we were like, yeah. But yeah, then he was like, oh, well, you know what he's like. He was like, oh, well, this is interesting. This is something new to learn how to deal with. And it had to happen eventually. And oh yes, I was going to get charcoal. Thank you for the reminder. So that was funny. Yes, raw meat is the only time I've ever had it too. Thanks for the reminder. Right, I don't think I'm going to be on a map anyway. But what we could do is go up to the destroyed lookout. And wait for this to clear. It sucks towards the end. You have 3 days left. Oh my god. Yeah, he was trying to work out exactly when to take his stuff, and he had to go on a reishi hunt because he didn't have enough supplies. And yeah, I'll let you watch it, but yeah, it was entertaining. Oh, it is clearing up, I think. Why fail at a 1% roll? And you can make sure with it. 99. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, welcome in, Charlosk. Charlosk, I hope I'm saying that right. Might be Charlot Esquire, I don't know.
Anything right about now.
I know. Ah, true. Well, I was just going to go up there and see if there was anything up there anyway. On a clear day. On a clear day. Yeah, it's a 75% roll on the first piece, yeah, when it's raw, yeah. But I think he saw the warning come up on the screen and he thought it was, that meant he had it, not that it was a risk. And I was like, like all capsing him, but he didn't notice. So. Hi, Wendy! Going good, thanks. I'm not paying attention to the... Not dear. Bear. I'm not paying attention to our chat and not paying attention to getting up over this rock. Good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, I don't want to fall. I'm using my husband's work mouse and it is not... It's extremely sensitive. I'm going to have to dial the game sensitivity down. Because it's making me, like, look all over the place. But my mouse has decided it's possessed. It's got a hair or something in it. And, it was a proper partying. Your typing was interrupted by an Amber Alert. I have heard about those. We don't get them, but I think it's someone missing or something. Did the other day with raw rabbit. Got food poisoning and didn't have a fibre. It was blizzarding, so I was like, I guess I might as well eat this raw. Yeah. Troop posted the clip. A clip before. Here, I'll paste it back in. Of my mouse going bananas. There we go. Oh, thank you, Troop. You already had it. Still probably on your paste, but thanks for that. Children missing. Oh, okay. The sea chickens have returned to my town and they're being very rude. Sea chickens? Do you mean seagulls? We have seagulls over my house all the time. I do not live near the sea. But I live in New Zealand, so no one's very far from the sea ever, so I guess it's just a part of life, really. You volunteer in a wildlife hospital and a pelican really wanted to fight you last weekend. I wasn't sure, Wendy, if there was like a weird Dutch term for like seagulls and it translated in English to sea chickens. In Australia they have like an ibis that likes to take trash garbage out of bins, and they call it a bin chicken. Take any bird over coots. I don't know what a coot is. What is a coot? Coots are creatures from hell. Okay. Please feel free to share with the chat what a coot is. You got your raised beds, yay! Meerkoot. Like a meerkat? Especially confusing this canned tuna called Chicken of the Sea. I remember that from the Ashley Simpson documentary. Where she thought it was, she asked Nick Lachey, this is when they were newlyweds or whatever it was called, and she was like, so is it chicken or fish? And he was like, it's tuna. She says, yeah, but it says Chicken of the Sea on it, so is it chicken or fish? And it was like, it made press because people were like, how dumb can this woman be? She doesn't know, but hey, not everybody knows everything about everything. But yes, it was kind of funny. I'm refusing to pick up the food, just if anybody's wondering. It's I'm doing live off the land, so I can't eat anything man-made for 25 days. And I'm scared I'm going to accidentally eat it, so I have been refusing to pick it up. Hello, Feather. I am, however, picking up all this random wood.
I'm not gonna be able to.
I think so, Wendy? Hang on. Actually, let's VIP you, Wendy. There you go, Wendy. I think you're VIP now. So you can post a link. Because you should be a VIP, I reckon. Oh, I reckon. There we go. See, meerkoot just sounds like a meerkat to me. Ah! So are they aggressive or are they just annoying? Yeah, chickens raised by the sea. In Florida, Cuda is a turtle. Ah. You're welcome for the VIP. If everybody wants to see what a meerkoot looks like, obviously you can click that link, but also, this is a meerkoot. They're very aggressive. Ah. Vogelbescherming. Vogelbescherming. Meerkoot. Do they make like a noise? Do they like honk or anything? They look cute and the babies are adorable. Maybe you'll get one of these in the hospital. We have these, which are pretty amazing. The Pukeko. They're beautiful, but they're kind of aggressive. And then we have Kia, which are a type of parrot. And they pull apart vehicles. They literally pull apart your car. Like when we were down south on a trip a couple of years ago. Look at their wings though, they're beautiful. They climb onto your car and they start to pull apart the lining of each of your vehicles. Kia destroying car. Yeah, look. They literally do this. They literally climb onto tourists' cars and they try and get into your bags. They started on our rental car to peel, like to take the seal off the edge of the car. Like, look, let's destroy your rental car. And they pick at your tires and they pick at your wipers and your aerials. And they are just like, I wonder if there's a video. Here we go. Kia destroying police car. They make cute noises. Raptor gloves. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh. But yeah. Okay, that's a bird food. But yes. Okay, I was obviously about to harvest these. But yes, thank you for that bird chat. I'm sure Very Tiny Burb enjoyed that. Let's deploy the rope.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yep. Let's eat a cattail. Let's get the food. We might as well. And then while we're waiting for it to cook, we will nap. Oh, you jerk. Fine. Fine. We will go over to the little hut over here and make a fire inside it. I already have like 55 arrows up. Feathers, I don't know why I'm picking them up. Never gonna make that many arrows. It's Voyager. But I can't resist. Right, am I sheltered in here? I should be. Please shelter me. Yes. Nope. Nope. Yep. Yeah. Let's have more crow feathers. Let's have the ability to make 5 times more arrows than I'm ever intending to make. Yeah. I do really like the bow though, so even on Voyager, I probably will try and use the bow. Because I just really enjoy using it. Right. Oh, I've got fur. Oh yes, I just picked it up, didn't I? Right. Cook you. Let's do it in the pot so it's quicker. Okay, cool. Yeah, true. Actually, yeah, I could do that. The fire hardened arrows. I haven't made them yet. Is this quickest with the knife? Okay. Yeah, we've got time. I haven't done it yet. Do, 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 do. This music is the "you're not really in danger, but we're going to try and make you think you're in danger" music. Okay, so can I map while I'm sitting here? Ah, so she thought they were like fiery arrows like you get in Tomb Raider and stuff. That would be interesting. 5 minutes till melted, so it's going to be a while, so let's make a few more. Why not? Oh, I can't. I don't have enough feathers. I need 3 more feathers. Oh well. We can. Hang on. We do. So you press R to switch. Aha! I guess that's the reload. Nice. Okay. Killing Timbies with a fire next to you and using lamp oil in the fire and kill. Yeah, imagine. That'd be so cool. Easy to find the arrows, yeah. Imagine if they like burned up though in a certain amount of time so you couldn't actually, they weren't very, you know, they only gave you like a certain amount of time of use. I'm going to take all of the torches so I can get charcoal from the fire. Sweet. When you land, if you're on a moose, they don't get a crit. It charges around. It starts a forest fire. Yeah. I always enjoy when you shoot the moose or the bear with the flare gun and then they run around glowing for a while. It's like, yeah, that's very pleasing to me. Hi, Alara. Thank you for the posture check. Oh. Oh, my back just made a cracking noise. That's always reassuring at my age. Hurry up. I know that this isn't them trying to be kind to you, but hurry up. A note on the other side of the bench. Yes, it's floating. And a key. We found T's stash in that cave on the upper ridge. So many rounds left, holding out on us. Why didn't you take it then? Oh, so it's the Overlook Cafe? The Overlook Cave, but I always call it the Overlook Cafe. Because it's funny to me. I'm going there anyway, so cool. Alright. Apparently we get ammo. I wonder if I should climb or just go down. Yeah, I'll just go down. Oh, hi. And what are you? What are you? What are you? A toque. Cotton toque. Sitting up here in the snow. Alright. What? And this is like a area. something. Okay. It's freaking breezy. You can goat, but I don't really bother. You can just walk straight down. Other option is to climb down, obviously, but I never remember exactly where the climb, like how the climb helps me. Ash Canyon. How do you think the fire in Ash Canyon started? Oh, it's just straight down to Clear Cut again. Okay, I guess. I mean, I never used this. I just walked down. Only time you goated, you died, so you didn't finish goating. Ah. Yeah, it's a skill. It takes getting used to. I hate having all this food up here, but there's food everywhere. It's Voyager. It's fine. Calm down, wind, please. Oh, you mean here? Yeah. I haven't. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do a stream sometime where I just goat everything. I just go around the maps goating things. Because there's certain goats that I don't know. And I need to figure out where death walls are and stuff. Like I don't know them all, and I don't want to try it on an actual run, so I remember a stream that Kiri did where she literally did that exact thing, where she just started a run just to like run around goating things that she hadn't tried before. The ravine goat for Dark Walker opens up. Way more. Yeah, fling yourself off any tall things you can, yeah. Because the golden ravine is across the bridge, is it not? It's on the other side of the bridge. It's not where you think it is. It's not anywhere near the rope. It's on the... Yeah, Sai. Yeah, Sai with Dark Walker. He would know lots of those goats. Unlock a flying ability. Imagine! Nearly, like, what? I'm 5.5 years into playing this game, and I suddenly unlock a new ability. It's like, oh yeah, Koro, for your service to the Long Dark. Here's the power of levitation. Defy gravity through the power of Canadianness. You could just go over there, yeah. I love that's one of the things I love about this game, Wendy, is that I'm always learning. I'm never gonna know everything about it. I'm never gonna know all the tricks. I'm never gonna know every little thing. I'm constantly learning from other players. I thought I'd been up here this last time, but maybe not. I'm constantly learning from other players tricks and tips that I haven't known before. Is your Clara lazy forward and man ability? Speaking of Canada, you may be going to Canada. Nice. We were thinking of going to Canada on our way to Scotland in September, but we've now changed it that we're just going to go to Singapore because it's easier. Easier and cheaper. We had to go like, oh my god, so many flights to go through Canada. Oh, thank you for following, Brute NZ. Welcome to the chorus. I'm assuming you're a Kiwi. Welcome in. Kia ora. Where are you from? If you don't feel like chatting, that's fine too. Instead of the US, yeah. Okay, cool. I just need the words clear cut to appear. Oh, there's all of those birch over there if I did feel like making an obscene amount of arrows. I don't know how far in I need to get this map. Pork. America has a lot of choice, yes. I'm not there yet, damn it. Okay. I've been all over the US. I very much like the US. I have not been enough to Canada, and I would really like to go back. I've only been to Vancouver and Vancouver Island. Oh, I did get it, just. Vancouver Island, and Montreal. Montreal. Not Florida. I've been to Florida. I didn't mind it. I only went for like Universal and Disney though, so I didn't really see like much of Florida other than Orlando theme parks. Have I got the logging camp yet? I don't think so. We will go to British Columbia to Vancouver. Get the guided tour of Hinterland's offices. No, it is not possible, sadly. Though I did joke, it's funny, I was talking about how we were hopefully... Hinterland is in Victoria. Yeah. Vancouver, yeah. They do have offices in Vancouver and Victoria. I was joking about going to Victoria, and Wands' sister Tess was like, oh, you know, we could meet up and we could go and try and stalk Raph. And then she was like, hey Wands, we should go and try and stalk them. And we were like, yeah, let's give it a go. Yes, I went to both. Burma went to Disney and Universal. And I was going to go up and see my friend in St. Augustine at her college, but that didn't happen. So I just stayed in Orlando with my parents. Hang on, I wanted to see... I think I must have already done the logging camp. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright, so... Lake Trail, so... By Trappers, by Camp Office, by Trappers. So Overlook Cave, Fishing Huts, Frozen Creek, Forest... sorry, I need to do the actual lookout. Derailment, Deadfall. Okay. I'm going to look at that a million times, guys, just to warn you. Yeah, Disney World, yeah. St. Augustine is awesome. Ah, St. Augustine is awesome. Ah, I love it. Not a well-traveled person. No, that's fine. You've got time, Wendy. You've got time. You've got until your dying breath, Wendy, to see the world. Don't feel like you have to desperately rush. I've just seen a lot because in New Zealand that's kind of just what we do. We leave. We leave and we go around the world. And I was always extremely independent in my early 20s and was just like, screw it, I'm just going to go. I would work long enough to have enough money and then I would go and I would just disappear for a couple of months at a time. My work ethic was very much like, money is for traveling. So, and then I met my husband and we did a lot of Europe together. Knew that was coming. Did a lot of Europe together, you know, cheap trips to Europe around for the weekends and stuff. But we haven't gone anywhere other than Singapore since we got married, really. Or did 2 weeks. We did since we went back to New Zealand we haven't been anywhere. We've only been around New Zealand. Which is fine, but it's not, you know. Living in Europe is very handy. Bahamas, which was basically just more Florida, yeah. Florida was very warm indeed. I was there in November and it was very warm. So, I had a great time. Made my dad ride Space Mountain with me, which was hilarious because my dad was, he was deaf in one ear and his sense of balance was always off a little bit. And me making him go on a roller coaster in the dark that doesn't go the direction that you expected to go in, he giggled the whole time. It's one of the only times I ever heard my dad furiously giggle, was on that ride. And I was like, oh, he's having a great time. No, he was terrified. The poor guy. But he did say, you know, that he was glad that he'd gone on the ride with me. But yeah, I was like, it's fine, Dad. It's just a roller coaster. You'll be fine. Korea was warm in Florida. Korea, Burb lived in Korea for, what was it, 9 months? Bork. Yeah, that... I figured. Come at me, bro. I'm gonna test this mouse out now and see if I can actually shoot you. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god, he ran through me. Holy shit, that gave me a little fright. September, oh, just under a year. Okay, sweet. Oh my god, that gave me way more of a fright than it should, but he literally ran at me. Through me. Tyranny degree day. Changes of temperature in one day. Yeah. So, if you've heard Crowded House, the Kiwi band, they sing a song called 4 Seasons in One Day. And the band is half Kiwi, half Aussie. And they said that they wrote that song about Melbourne, but also kind of about Wellington. So yeah, Wellington can be very changeable, but Melbourne is very much 4 seasons, and Australia is very much 4 seasons in one day. Temperature changes and weather changes. And... Yeah. That's the thing. My a couple of my friends lived in they've lived in the Cook Islands in Rarotonga, and then they lived in the Bahamas. Not the Bahamas. They lived in lots of tax havens because of the work she was doing as a lawyer was for a case for a company that had lots of tax haven offices. So I don't think it was Bahamas. I won't take it, but thank you. So yeah, they lived in lots of tropical islands and basically were like, yeah, it's fun to visit, guys, but it's really, really hard to live there after a while. It's not, yeah, it's not. Especially like the Cook Islands is kind of it's a New Zealand territory, but it's not in a way too. You know, it's its own place, but it still has our currency and we look after it. And they had like food deliveries once a week. A bottle of like a normal bottle of milk that we would pay $2.90 for was $6.50. Like very much like everything was really expensive. There's only one movie theater. The speed limit on the whole island is 35 miles an hour, 50 kilometers an hour. You can either drive and you can get a bus. You can hire a car or a motorbike, or get a bus. And the buses are not even numbered. There's the clockwise bus and the anti-clockwise bus. And I've been there on vacation and I had an amazing time. It was one of the best holidays I've had in my life. But I can imagine living there not being quite as paradise, you know? Yeah. It's just how things work out sometimes, hey? Bye, Torch. Well, I might take you and rip you down. Alright, let's head towards camp office. Pew pew. Yes, I think if you live in more of a tropical sort of place, you're probably not as... It's probably not as interesting to go visit another tropical place. Barrier Island. Still had thousands of people and dozens of bridges. Ah, cool. Yeah, I have lived in New Zealand, in New York briefly. I mean, it's 5.5 months. I don't even know if you consider it living. It was more of an extended stay. And Scotland for 8 years. And yeah, New Zealand, the States, Scotland, New Zealand. Basically got the whole state. It's just, yeah, cool. Yes. Florida's so flat, yeah. Yeah, I find it quite, I found it quite bewildering when I was in South Australia, which is incredibly flat. I was just like, the heck? Because I live in a valley. I literally live in a valley between two hills. I was surrounded by, not mountains, but you know, like, there's nothing flat around here at all. Let's try these fire-hardened arrows out. Why does my phone keep vibrating? Oh, okay, it's fine. Let's try these out. Poor buns. Ooh, too high. Your hill has a... Your yard has an artificial hill? Alrighty. I haven't, this mouse is throwing me off, guys. Like, I know that I'm not trying to say my skills are amazing, but it's really quite weird to use. I know, Astrid, I know. I'm finding it a little bit disorienting how sensitive it is. I think I'm gonna have to dial everything right down. Yeah. Okay, so aim sensitivity, mouse sensitivity I'm gonna put down to like 20%, and then aim sensitivity is gonna go down to like, I don't know, 35 or something. No, not at all. I mean, I've played PlayStation for years, but I've been playing PC. This is way better. It's this mouse. I've had to move to this mouse because my mouse decided to act like it was possessed earlier in the evening, and And so I've had to borrow this mouse from my husband, and it's throwing me off. Oh, that was close. The second running one was close. Yeah, so this is way better. This feels much, much better. It was just way too sensitive. I have a sensitivity button on my husband's mouse, and I have a sensitivity button on my personal mouse, and this one does not have it. Just point and click, yeah. But yeah, it's like I was moving just a tiny smidge and the whole thing was going like this, and but yeah. It's been a while since I've shot bunnies with arrows. Normally I'd just line up the little dot, but I keep going slightly above. Ah, damn you. Might have to try the stones instead. But yeah, mouse and keyboard is definitely a much easier way to play TLD. I played controller for years, and I just started to master the bow with the controller, but it's tricky.
I can use this.
I think these arrows are only 2 hits, aren't they, before they die? There we go. It's better. I keep running like I'm gonna have to snap their necks. It's just habit. Alright, 2 bunnies. So now I'll just have to watch out for the wolfies with my stink. You can't really fully bury things in the ground, so septic tank is half buried in his... Ah, okay, alright, okay, cool. Your back hurts in your lift bed. Oh, whenever I would drive back to Jack's from my hometown, there was a sign that said Hill Blocks View. There's a hill coming. Really? It's that flat, hey. Wow. Caw, caw, caw. I love this oak trees just put into this area here. It's great. They just look like they've always been here. Yay, acorns! Woohoo! Did I? Wouldn't surprise me if I did. Hey, bunny. Hey, bunny. Pew pew. She's so slow now because she's so tired and she's heavy. Let's have a look. I thought I got most of them, but I may have missed one. Okay. Let's go around my little pathways. Do you remember exactly which where? Because I was shooting them up here too, wasn't I? Poor Astrid, I'm so sorry, my love. Making you schlep everywhere today. That's where a stone bounced. I don't know where it would be, Frodo. If you can remember exactly where, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just try and get it tomorrow. Excuse me. I could get this final bunny, I suppose. The first one I killed. Oh, okay.
I'm a bunny.
I'm a bunny! And I'm way too high. Boing. Oh! I love how sometimes they bounce and they make extra noises. Well, that would be around here, I would think, and I can't see it, so...
Wheat trees?
Yeah, Astrid. Oh, you're too tired now, Astrid? She won't aim at all. Stuck. Oh, she just wouldn't draw at all for a second there. It got stuck. You're too far away, my little bunny hoppy. Doo, doo, doo. Hi, Oliver. It's still a bunny. Well, that might be it there. I see something there. That might be a stick or it might be a arrow. Oh, it's a stick. Aw, sorry, Bun Bun. These are good for the archery skill though. Do you just get sticks back when you harvest broken arrows? I'm assuming so, because it, you know, it's only made with sticks. But let's crawl back to the camp office now. Just gonna adjust. Sit on my foot. Feathers. Oh, true. Yes, I suppose you can't reuse a broken stick. Oh, you're so slow, Miss Astrid. 1 feather. Okay, good to know. That's interesting. Don't they cost 5? So that's quite a heavy toll. Just realised I've got this light up here for no reason. It's supposed to be over there somewhere, but whatever. Oh, 5 makes 3, of course. Okay. Yes. I forgot. Oh my god, Astrid. You're crawling. Yeah, oh yes, because you're so tired. Oh, the bunnies are quite big, actually. Huh. Beastie bunnies. I mean, this isn't going to help that much anyway, so let's just keep going. I won't worry about it. Just slowly walk back. How's everybody's day been? I suppose it's first thing in the morning for most of you. How was your evening? How was your Fridays? Big beast of a bun. What was that web comic I used to read that had a character called Bun or Bun? What was it called? I can't remember. I used to read so many web comics. Oh my god. When I was in a job I hated in the early aughts. Yes. I know EST, that's one of the time zones I always have in my brain. So yes, nice and early for you. You did say something about being in bed all day, and I'm like, well, it's 6:24 a.m. Yep, we'll get there. Oh, that's always a weird one, Burb. Whether you're like, I don't know if this is supposed to come off or not. It was extremely satisfying to peel the plastic off the tempered glass on the side of my my PC case. It was very fun. Damn it. Too high. Love how it makes like a real plucking sound now. It didn't used to make that pink noise. I don't think so anyway. It's a more dramatic sound than it used to be. Well, he's gonna die probably by the wolves, which is not gonna help me, sadly. Yeah, I got her another meal, but unfortunately I think it's gonna run away too far for me to get it. The wolves will get it. Alright, it's good skill practice though. Good luck finding that medicine, yeah, exactly. You don't have to go anywhere till 7:45. The panels are metal, so I feel like yes. It's hard to get one spot it's under the logo. Sometimes sometimes the logo stickers have to come off though, but I don't know, that's a weird one. Fattens up the wolf for me here. I'll get the wolves later. What day am I on? Okay, 2 more days, and then I can eat whatever food I find. Well, mostly. Unless it's like, it's ruined. Or raw. But yeah, I don't have to worry about man-made food. 2 days. Then I'll have to look at the achievements and think about what next achievement to aim for, other than obviously Faithful Cartographer, which is my overarching achievement. I think I'm supposed to pick like all the plants and harvest all the deer and all that sort of stuff, so it's part of the reason why I'm harvesting all the deer that I see. But I think I'm supposed to take the hides to get that achievement, aren't I? Oh, why am I looking there? It's not there, it's in the Steam menu, but... Oh, it's the flag. It sounded like a deer. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we definitely don't have... Oh, but our raised beds are all wood, so yeah, I can't help you there. I was going to say we definitely don't have plastic on them, but we wouldn't because they are not metal. Can I do anything? Can I drink this just to not lose the calories? While I harvest these deer. Prepare to cook them upstairs. I will loot this place soon. I'm just going to go upstairs because she needs to sleep desperately. And we can harvest these deer and then we can... Not deer, bunnies. And then we can loot the place tomorrow. Have we got Carl? We do. Hi Carl, how you going? Long time no see. You weren't on my previous run. Oh, thanks for the sweater, bud. 55%, you can stay there. Nothing lasts in salty Florida. Ah, yeah. Yeah. We love our raised beds. We've got loads of raised beds. You can just, like, go over there for now. Right. Let's harvest these bunnies and try and, you know, not starve her if we can. Let's even just do that. Get something cooking. Right. Maybe pull the sweater off this corpse. I know, right? Gross. Right, I want this fire to definitely start. I should have taken the charcoal. Oh well, I'll do that after. Just didn't want to buy them, but I managed to find ones at a good price. Yeah, yeah. So we've got raised beds for like a herb garden, a potato patch, a whole blueberry thing.
Oh, yeah.
My husband does all this. I don't do gardening, but I admire from afar and go, oh, that sounds great, dear. So, it's very nice though when he's making something and he just runs outside and picks some rosemary and... Oh, hey, it's done! Hooray! How you doing, Dan? Good morning. Should I do the command, or are you going to do it yourself? There we go, I'll do it for you.
Oh yay, it's done! Hooray!
Good morning. Hope you've got yourself a coffee. I should harvest the rest of the meat while I'm waiting. I shouldn't just stand around like a useless lump. Right. We got the knife because it's quicker. Yeah. I can probably make a rabbit hat soon, though. I mean, Voyager, I don't really usually care that much about making all the clothes, but I am trying to get that wrapped in furs, so I suppose I should. It's so gross. Look at this, how gross this is. Marginally better when it's cooked. Oh, cooking 4. Nice. Nice. Right. Harvest. Oh, I don't know if I've put enough fuel on this fire. How long's on it? Okay. Yes, done a lot of cooking, done a lot of teas, because because I haven't been eating anything man-made. I think that's really helped because I've had to eat. I've had to cook a lot and hunt a lot, and it's forced me to do it. And also, remember, I think it was very early on, you helped me to get the bow and PV with the memento cache. So it's actually thanks to you that I could hunt so early. Yay! Oh, Canada, our home and native land. That's all I know. I'm gonna wear that just deliberately, even though it won't be the warmest thing. I already had 2 of those sweaters that I got off Carl. Aw, well thanks anyway, Carl. I kind of want to wear this just cause. It's not gonna be warmer, but I want to wear it. You won't see it though under my sweater, but I want to wear it. Okay, I'm gonna wear it for now. Excuse me. I like it. I wish they had rival teams though. They should have put a couple of them in.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Oh, Astrid, your life is so hard. Right. How long does it take to get your hide? Too long. What about your gut? Give me your gut. I have not found the jacket or the hat, the leather jacket or hat, the aviator stuff yet. The Maple Leafs and the Canadians in the game, there would be blood on the ice. Yes. The sounds are never not gross. Bloop, 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 bloop. Why am I not using my pot to cook these? I'll never know. Alright, 19 minutes. 22 minutes. Pink ice, yeah. What else? Right, let's drop what we've got so far, because I've got, yeah, saplings as well. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay, so we can also... Yeah, okay, we're down to the hides, so I don't really want to do that, because it'll make things burn or whatever. Boil away. 24. Okay. For now, let's just do this. Hide. Literally got a pile of crap right now, but I'm going to organize it shortly. Let's cook one of each of these. That's probably the last of the cooking actually I'm going to do, so I won't keep the fire going. I think I have enough torches. 14, yeah, that's sufficient for now. That's low for me. Vacuuming in the meantime, it's all good, it's all good. You gotta get those chores done, Wendy. Right. Gonna wait for you to burn out. While I do that, let's harvest this bunny's hide. I know you're tired, Astrid. I'll let you sleep after I've got the hides, I promise. And this one. I imagine you can't hear me that well though, Wendy, so I'll just wave. Wave vigorously. Hope your vacuuming goes well. Unless you have like an ear pod in or something, then GG. Right. It's quite often what I do is have an ear pod in, walk around the house, can hear the stream no matter what I'm doing. It's quite fun. Scream for Wendy. You scream, I scream, we all scream for Wendy scream. We all scream for the ding-dong truck. Is it the ding-dong truck? Apparently in Dunn's neck of the woods, you chase the ding-dong truck down the street. Ding-dong cart. Oh, it's even cuter. It's a cart. Oh my god. I'm sold. Oh, your chore companion. That's nice. Right, let's map outside here. Let's map out on the lake. But first, let's organize this pile of crap. Saplings, somewhere obvious. Usually, actually, I put saplings up on the little thing here. Duduk, duduk. Guts on the floor. Pelts. Might be able to fit them over here. Pelty pelt, pelt. Come on, there's space. Come on. There we go. Save customization when? Come on, hinterland. Click. You leave saplings on the workbench? Oh yeah. I usually leave everything on the workbench basically, but I'm gonna pick up this first. Hang on. Stupid papers. Decided to just leave stuff up here today. Oh, you're gonna be fiddly. You're gonna be like that, huh? Right, let's make sure we've looted. Sunrise today is very blue. Oh, nice. You're intrigued. Should probably be looting with a light source, just because it's fiddly in here. Sometimes you miss things. Blue sky in the morning, sailors eat corn. I love it. It's corn! A big lump with knobs. It has the juice. Imagine a more beautiful thing. I had to remove that from my channel because I kept getting frickin' YouTube hits for it. Complaining about me using it. And muted VODs and stuff. I was like, geez Louise. They got a bit big for their boots. You're a TikTok song. Calm down. Then again, if you play My Money Don't Jiggle Jiggle, your video gets banned in Russia. Literally gets blocked from being seen in Russia. So, funny little knobbly things. Well, like corn on the cob is quite juicy. Like when you eat it with like butter and stuff. But I don't generally eat a lot of corn. So I'll leave other corn connoisseurs up to answer that question for you. Oh, you big jerk. Thank you. Let me pick you up and put you up here, as you are useless. Yes, I will need to make tinder, thank you. I'm gonna get cloth. Yeah, Russia doesn't, the Louis Theroux and whoever he made that song with, they don't want it played in Russia, so that's fine if that's how they feel. Cool, cool.
Think about his food.
Yeah, shush. We haven't got any cardboard boxes in here, do we? It's easier for tinder, but I'll just make some, it's fine. Got plenty of, there's plenty of papers around. What's that?
This stuff will come in handy.
I found it! Make Tinder the dating app. No, happily married, thank you. Just had my wedding anniversary. Been together 15 years, married for 8. I'm putting that on. Is it warm? It's not really warm, is it? Oh, it's only 63% though. I want to wear it. Ah! 30%, 4%, 30%, 2%. Yeah, so it should be on the outside in terms of protection. Nice! Put this one on then. Drop you for now. I'm going to wear all the novelty items, seeing it's Voyager. We're going to drop all the non-novelty items when we replace them. So yes, this will be my spare. It's warmer than the toque if you repair it. Really? That's cool that they made it warmer than the toque. Sweet. The bomb jacket is long on drip. Even though it takes 2 feather for every... Long on drip? Is this slang? If you repair it, it allows you to fly. They've added fuses to like Camp Office. That's weird. Not gonna repair any towers from here, but I guess if you decide to play the tail from here. I guess I could play the tail on this run because I will be going to the airfield at some point. But, huh. That was a nice little surprise. A little aviator cap. Astra got that drip for real. Yeah, I've heard that term before. But I don't know how to use it correctly. Hello fellow kids. Yeah, anyway. For real, no cap. Did we ever use that command in your channel, Dun? We have a for real, no cap command. That I don't think we ever used. Oh, bye pizza! Nice to see you. That is what was used. Oh, it was used. Okay, good. Alright, well we, You used it a lot, okay. Camp office. It's a wonderful place. Right. I still have charcoal. Yes. Let's go around the back. Let's get the lake trail. But yeah, nice to see you, Pizza. Hope you have a good day. Should get the lake trail words like really soon. They're usually, if I've missed them, I might have missed them, but they're usually pretty early walking down here. Oh, there they are. Lake trail. The path behind the HQ. It has the wind. No, no, not going down this, not going down that route. We need to stop. Stop it now. Yeah, I would say that probably is the song. You guys can count whatever you think is a song. I'm not gonna like police it or anything. A lot of fun rehearsing today, like practicing some songs that I plan to play at the next music stream, and yeah, it was really fun because I'm just going to play all my favorite songs, so it was quite nice running through a bunch of tunes. Well, at least the wind is in my favor for once. Are we on day 24 yet? We're done 24 days yet? Yes. 4 out of 12 panels de-plastic? That's a lot of panels to de-plastic. Assemble one bed now. Nice. Oh, I don't think I'm getting well fed anytime soon. I keep having to starve her. That's fine. We'll manage. Yeah, I reckon he's on the lake, Frodo. I'll go have a look when I map the lake. Yeah, cattails, yeah. This is always disappointing, this little spot, but I need to map it, so... Don't know who Dave was, but he kind of sucks. No charcoal. Sometimes there's a little cache in this corner over here, but I don't think there will be much today. In a winter mute, there's a cache you have to find here, but...
This much gear.
Oh well. Dave's quiet clearing. I could drink a tea. It's not like I'm not going to find plenty of possibilities for that. And that'll get me around to the lake. Hopefully.
Excuse me. I believe you have my stapler.
Oh, only channel points. Only the ones you have here. Only these ones. There you go. Everybody's got 10,000. Yeah, everybody have 10,000 points. Only those ones. The ones that are in chat. Like, not... not the ones not the thistles you're accruing underneath chat. The ones that are, like, in the Stream Elements system. So, and all of my sound redeems cost, like, 200. And yes, you can gamble with them as well. So... Done, I think, is still top of the leaderboard. Let's have a look. Done. Burb, Amber, Troop, Rock. Seems legit. Oh, that's right, he gambled all, yeah. Yeah, great track, this one. Ah, everyone's losing, except for Frodo won. Yeah, you can also give points to each other, but I just add points on a regular basis anyway. You guys are going nuts now. Oh my god, done one again. Oh my god. Oh boy. Why have skill when you can have luck? Yeah. Truly the gamble of all time. One of the gambles of all time. Oh, look at all these deer. Look at them all. Just waiting to be eaten. Num num nums. I don't think the access points to the lake need to be mapped, do they? Pretty sure they're not actually on the list. They're just like, they're named locations, but they're not like requirements. Yeah, nah. Cool. I think there's a very short cooldown on the gambling. I don't think it's like a major. Well, you're all just standing here. Like, you wanting to be eaten or something? The does make the best sounds. Let's go for one of them. Oh, you moved. I got it anyway. Go and run off with my arrow. The rest of them were like, oh shit, this lady's on murderous rampage. We better run. Oh, this weather. Well, she's gonna run all the way over there. That one's bouncing all the way over there. It's a human! Oh, look at the snow on the wind. Look at the tracks it's making in the air. It's quite cool to watch. In the air. Yep, I'm hungry. That's fine. It is what it is. I mean, the whole point is that I left as much stuff as I could at Trappers so I didn't walk around heavy, but I walk around heavy anyway because it's just the way I roll. 39, yeah, jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Where's the bouncy dough gone? Yeah, Frodo's just gonna keep gambling one over and over and over. Take you a while to win that way, Frodo. I like to sort of go up in increments, like I'll gamble 1%, then 3%, then 5%, and then if I start losing, I'll go back down, and then I'll go back up again when I'm winning, and just for funsies. I'm assuming that deer's still bouncing around somewhere, so we better just get inside, I think. Yeah. Was that command working, actually, the one that's recommending? Did I make sure that was sorted? Yes, I did. Okay. I didn't add very many, but yeah. So I'm winning a strategy, yeah. Doing okay so far. Making pizza.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I presume for lunch. That's excellent. I'm jealous. I am hungry. Even though I had dinner. Oh, I had dinner 3 hours ago, so. Bitches! I wasn't cold or anything, it was just crappy weather, so I wonder if I should just do some repairs. Make some tinder, that sort of thing. Chat must know what type of pizza. Dishes done. Hob scrub next. Ironing the pile that engulfed your kitchen island. I don't iron. I'm always like very impressed by people who iron. Like I deliberately buy clothing that doesn't need ironing because I hate it so much. My husband does a bit of ironing. Like he does his shirts and stuff. And he used to do some like every now and then do some ironing like on our like for me if I needed it, but I don't yeah, pesto pizza, you don't have pizza sauce. Whatever works. Right. Let's have a look. Oh yes, can we repair this? Do I need leather for this? I do have leather, okay. I could go fishing, I do have a fishing line. That could be something to do in this weather. That would be a smart thing to do. You don't have pizza sauce. I mean, making pizza sauce isn't too hard, but it does take a bit of time. Because you've got to like reduce it and everything, but... Oh yes, yum. I'm sure you'll improvise, it'll be fine. Sewing kit has been broken beyond repair. I'm sorry, sewing kit, for breaking your heart. Yeah. That's fair enough if you want things to go into your suitcase ironed. I never find things that I've ironed before I travel like come out ironed. But it's worth trying. Ooh, it's her starter. Wow. I'm always like during the pandemic everyone was making sourdough, making their own starters and stuff, and I was just like, no. you do you. I'm going to not do that. I keep finding food.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Oh, Astrid, no one cares. It's not really anything I'm looking for anyway. Let's just go fishing. I haven't done any fishing. I think I got that stuff I picked up at Oh, have we made it yet? I haven't had the achievement yet, so I'm assuming not. We haven't made it to 25 days. No. I don't even know what time of day I spawned. Yeah, okay. Fair enough, yeah. This is probably gonna break immediately, but let's Because what am I down to now? Have I got any arrows at all now? Oh, I still have 3, okay. 2 and 1, okay. So I could shoot another one and try and actually one-shot it, but... I think this is the one I spooked earlier, this doe over here. Here's one I spooked earlier. They still do that on cooking shows. Here's one I prepared earlier. Oh, and I spooked it again. That's fine. Let's do this. Well, this will solve my Tinder problem too. Though I do have that those papers on me.
Barely walk with this much occasion.
Oh, how's my fire starting skill actually? Do I even need Tinder anymore? I do still. Okay. So I managed to get to 4 cooking. And I got to 3 carcass harvesting, but I haven't got to fire starting. Okay. I've not made enough fires. I suppose I haven't been cold because of the whole Voyager thing. There's one still standing over here. Yeah, okay, so I need to go to that one. I wonder where that deer ran away to. Yeah, let's do some fishing first. My line will probably break and I won't actually catch anything, but... Oh, I just spooked her. It's fine. I hate finding arrows on the ice, so I always collect them immediately. I find them painful to try and find on the ice. Soup. What kind of soup are you gonna make, Burb? I definitely need more soup this winter. I do like soup. I might have to take a break in a minute and just get myself a snack. I'm quite hungry. It's 11 PM, but I'm like, could definitely go for a snack. Another kniff. It's my second kniff this evening.
Perfect. This'll come in handy.
Tortellini sausage and kale. Oh. My husband made like a stew tonight with chicken and cannellini beans and stuff. It was good. Burb is definitely distracted because she's not used the knife command, so that's how you know for sure. Right, let's drop this. That's fine. Yes, I'll get the charcoal. And stuff. Yes, my husband does the cooking. Oh, nice, Burb.
Let me see what you
There we go.
now.
Yes! 1400 calories. Get in. Two of them. Fantastic. Or as they say in Scotland, fan dabby dozy. Right. Do it. Let me see what you have. A knife. Now.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Come on, little fire.
Perfect.
Perfect. Right, put away your bow. Thank you. Not water. Oh yes, use that command though, because then we can cancel it. Cook one of the fish. Let's add something to the fire too. Fur. Probably gonna spend the night here, so let's put our bedroll in its usual spot. We're here, we're ready. You'll make a lovely housewife someday. Oh, I assumed you meant pizza sauce. Did you say pasta sauce? Yes. Sorry, I mean, I assumed you. I read it as pizza sauce. So we were on the same brain there. There you go, Astrid. You won't be hungry for a little while now. Oh, I didn't, I dropped it. Yeah, shush. Shush. This one will take a while. Yeah, so we can definitely fish for an hour. If I break this quick. Anything, yeah, be anything else. Yeah, red sauce is a big sigh. Another 1,000-calorie fish. I think they take a while to burn, but I'm a bit nervous about fishing while this one cooks. 30 minutes? I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Good to know. I think we're just gonna stay here, so I'm just gonna load up the fire. I don't actually think I need a fire all night long on Voyager. I think I'll probably be okay, but just out of the abundance of caution, let's just plan to be here all night long. All night. All night long. All night. Right. Can you do some water, please? I'll fish for 2 hours. Oh my god. The fact that it freezes over so quickly when there's a roaring fire in here is ridiculous. This is good for my fishing skill. As well as my food supply.
This much gear.
Nice. Fish. All the fish. Right, eat. Everything. Just fill up. Fill her up. Nice. Look at all these calories. I'm excited. One more. Right, Astrid, you're gonna get like 4 hours sleep now. Sorry. Kept you up all night. Oh, yeah. No, Oliver, I just meant for now. Like, I don't actually... I'm never gonna remember it anyway. And yeah, cooking. Yeah, once I'm already a 4, so... Cooking level 4. Yeah, let's make another leader. A leader. And let's... Got an hour of fire. Think we'll be warm enough. We're just gonna sleep past the fire. I don't know. I don't have anything, as much as I love data, I don't actually have, TLD, like, data like that in spreadsheets. I have my stream plan down to a fine art, but I don't actually have, like, I don't keep, TLD spreadsheets. Maybe will someday. Like I did think about making one to like know where I've left stuff rather than using notes in the game, but I never ended up doing it, so. Right, so we need to map fishing huts. Which I believe will be fine just here. Like you get the trigger on the second hut normally. I think if I just map here, as long as there's no bear. Yeah, that's fine. I think I might need the actual mystery lake trigger, which you get when you just step onto the lake. There's no crows, so I don't know where that deer died. Oh, there's crows over here, look. There, it must be it there. Okay. God, I'm slow. She's so tired. I'm carrying all this heavy fish. Okay, let's drop this fish. By weight. Yeah, let's just drop the rest of it. Okay. Must be so close to like day 25. I really don't remember when I spawned. I should have made note of that. Have I got notes for this run actually? Oh yes, I have comprehensive notes for this run. I just haven't been using them lately. Can opener outside dam. 4 stems in the dam lockers. Deer hide curing in the dam entrance. Metal for days. Winding river. Arrow and dead wolf somewhere. The loot that I left in PV. Or the loot that... Or the food I left in PV. Oh yeah, because I was making a note of all the man-made food in PV so that I could go back and get it when I was allowed to eat it. I'll just find it as I go probably though. I don't imagine I'll follow that too closely. Oh my god, you're so slow, Astrid. So yeah, that's my dough, but let's just go inside real quick. It's a long, slow crawl in this wind. Always check behind this house, even though I think with the change in loot tables, they've removed anything fun being back here. Oh, there is a backpack. I don't want that though, because I'll drink it by mistake. Oh well. Creek. Yeah, he did try to kill me, but I also was pretty stupid with the way I handled it, so I was trying to just shoot him.
I think I can use this.
Yeah, I can use it for leather. Nothing. More food. Okay. Might as well warm up, I guess. I could give her a couple of hours of sleep, actually. I think she's so tired. Always blame the wolf, yeah. I do. Yes. Yes, they are. They are jerks. Okay. I've got to get that achievement soon. Might switch to display capture so that you guys can see when I get it. No. No, I don't believe so. I think it's just 25 days in a row. I just chose to do it from day one. Just figured it would be more interesting. It made the run harder. Establishing a run without using man-made food has actually been made Voyager a bit more challenging, which has been fun. Okay, I was gonna see if there's any of those were cattails, but what is? Oh, look at my arrow! That's cool. Yeah, luckily I already have the not killing from day one thing. I did have some achievements from when this run was brand new, when this Steam account was brand new in 2017. So luckily I don't have to do them all. Yeah, zero gravity arrow hype. Kind of want to get this. I don't know if there's a bear. I haven't seen the bear at all here, so I'm hoping I'll be fine. But I don't want to like start harvesting and have the bear appear. Let's just do a little bit at a time.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
So what I will do is harvest this deer and just dump the meat by one of the by that maybe that same fishing hut actually. So then I can just come back and cook it later. Do a little bit of micro harvesting here. I've had this bear just spawn in too, like when I'm halfway across the lake, it just appeared. Like a bunch of times, but that was a while ago. That was before updating the game or anything. And you just suddenly hear him like growling and grunting and you're like, the fuck? You weren't here before. That's not fair. I don't think he's here. This is nice, the snow. I think it's making me quite damp, but it's pretty. Woo! Okay. Whoa, good job, Frodo. Decided to risk it, hey? Still winning. Yep. I really want to make coffee, but I can't. It'll ruin all my hard work. So yeah, after we get this achievement, I'll flick over to the Steam window and show you guys the other achievements I need to get. There's obviously a lot of Wintermute achievements I need to get, but the survivor ones are what we're focusing on, obviously, with this run. Oh, woo!
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
You will, Astrid, and you're just gonna put up with it, I'm afraid. No one cares about me in this corner of the lake, which is nice. The sounds are just gross. They're unnecessary. Okay. Once I drop this stuff off, I'm just going to take a really quick break. Run to the bathroom, grab myself a new beverage, grab a snack. R.I.P. Oh, woo. It's quiet practice time. I feel like just shooting all the wolves. I'm tempted to do that. I did think about maybe making this run empty the map kind of run. So when I'm doing my Faithful Cartographer, I also just kill everything I can find, rather than, you know, hiding from anything or just scaring stuff off. Like, just literally just murder everything. Get my skills up fast if I can, like, kill everything. Be quite fun too. Obviously it's risky, but with Voyageur it's a little less risky. Yeah, it's noon already, oh my gosh. So yeah, 11:15 for me. Okay, cool. So I haven't been to this hut over here. But I'm gonna wait actually until I can eat man-made food, and then I'll go exploring a few more places, I think. Oh, woo! Oh, I don't know, Oliver. I think it does. I think it does add carcasses if you've got carcasses on the map. But yeah, I don't know. I think it does refresh it. Look at all these cattails. I know, Astrid. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna face these so I remember what I'm doing. Though it's only gonna be a few minutes anyway. And I'll be back in just a couple of minutes, guys. Yeah, kill here on the map and then map all my kills. That would be quite fun. Alright, back in just a few minutes. I'm gonna swap the highlights over too so that you see something new. It dies faster, but I don't know if it'll necessarily work that way.
I'm so determined to try and long shot him. There we go.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Did that work? No. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
so determined
See you soon.
to try and long shot him. There we go. Here he comes.
Ta-da! Oh, bro! 3 times. 4 times. Down on the floor. See, look! Did you see that? Barrel? Can I? Yes! This is DH done level bullshit. I love it.
Oh, did you see the wolf just path over the bear?
5 times. Victory! That'll do. My son destroys the living room because he can. I didn't hear him. There's the blood. The 2. This 1 should have reset by now. Other than a torch in her hand, she runs like the Terminator. And Frodo said, well, that's appropriate because you're currently terminating all the wolves. And I was like, yes, Astra the Terminator.
Look, look, done, look. Okay, half-hours, okay. Oh my god, did you see that wolf?
Making my way downtown, heading fast to the point of disagreement. Terminating the wolf population, terminating the rabbits. Astrid!
That's exactly what I was thinking of. Hey, it's look at this weather. Get inside. Hey, get inside. Get inside before you catch a cold. Yes. Go find your mother. She's worried about you. Get inside. Get your butt inside, young man, right now.
Sorry. I was on the open door button. I was sure I'd made it in time. I was so confident. Apparently not. Apparently I'm not faster than a bear. Hey, bro. We'll see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he can get me. Oh shit! Did you see that? He was on. He was. Oh, he's glitching. He was on the tree. He was on the tree twice there. That was shit. Oh shit! That spooked me. Oh shit! That spooked me because he can kind of glitch onto the tree. He can kind of glitch onto my face. Oh come on. Yes. But, anything. Wee. Oh! Hey, bro. I hope you learned a very vital lesson here today. Kiss cam. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a wolf alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I shot him in the head. Why did I shoot him so? Because I needed my wolf count, so which gun did I use? The one that had the least abuse. Look at this. Yeah. I have my name on the wall in lights because it amused me so much to buy it, okay? That's the main reason I did it, to make myself laugh. I just realised I'm wearing the same sweatshirt I'm wearing in a lot of those clips. It is one of my favourites, so. Hello, hello. I'm munching on a few crackers, so ignore me if I crunch. Okay. Right, is there anything near here that I should have mapped that I didn't? Just in case, before I run away? Head for derailment followers. I could go up to the overlook now. Rail tunnel muskeg. Nice. Easy. Let's go up to the overlook. I'm gonna kill some wolves on my way. Yeah, you gotta take advantage, yeah. I just think it's cute. It's got a cute little design and it's my favorite color. And hey, AV, how you going, my friend? Good afternoon to you. Hope your day's going well. Hey, Wolfie. Let's see if this, yeah, I think, yeah, I missed you, but at least I scared you. Is it? Did I get my achievement yet? It is. Hang on, my stream is loading. Why have I got The Walking Dead open? Hang on. You didn't see it, did you? I didn't see it. Live off the land. Why does it say 15? Yeah, but I would have thought this updated. Maybe it takes a while to update. We'll see. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just doing a nice chill, my nice chill Voyager run. Getting lots of achievements done. Getting our Faithful Cartographer. Oh, woo! Adjusting to this weird ergonomic mouse that's my husband's mouse. Because my mouse decided to go haywire earlier. Come on. Ah. Nuts. That's fine. At least he'll die. So yeah, we'll go up to the overlook. Then I'll get derailment. Hi! Yeah, I thought so. Ah! Well, that ice had it coming. I need to reload too. They must all die. I must find their corpses later. Littered across the lake. I must say, this ergonomic mouse is very comfortable to use. It's just a little bit weird. Doesn't feel as natural to use. Oh, woo! Have I been to Alan's Cave yet? I think I have, because it wasn't on the list. I guess I came in via the dam, so maybe I did that already. Yeah, that might be it. It's weird that the Steam normally updates with how many days I've done when I finish for the day, you know, but it hasn't updated it. I'm just wondering if I got to day 15 and I accidentally ate something, because it's weird that it's stuck on 15. But I don't think I did. I think I've been pretty committed. But I could have. Because, yeah, I think it would, this updated last time, 2:15, last time I looked at it. I'm just a bit concerned about this, that I may have already messed it up. 10 days ago. Yeah, if it goes up. If it gives me the achievement tomorrow, then I'll know, yeah, but if it... Yeah. It has to be consecutive days, so... If I have to, keep going a bit longer, I will. Drugs, no, well, not rosehip and reishi, but herbal. Herbal and coffee are man-made, so it doesn't let you have those. No, no, they let you have the pills. Yeah. The only thing was with calories, yeah. Oh, thanks, Oliver. Yeah, it'll be on my one of the YouTubes would probably be easiest to check in. But it could be that it happened at day 10, for example, and I've spent the last 15 days being obedient, or it could be that at day 15 I accidentally ate something. I don't know. So yeah, it could be either way. Right, let's go up to the Overlook Cafe. Don't know why I always call it that, but it amuses me. I always think of it as like the Overlook Hotel, like The Shining. Ugh, so slow. Making her go up there. I guess I could make her go up there tomorrow, actually. Well, she's too tired. Let's see what we can craft and repair and all of that, and give her a good night's sleep. Yeah, thank you, Oliver. That's cool. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Okay. No, it doesn't reset. It gives you the. I think it gives you the most days. Or maybe it does. Or maybe it does reset. You could be right. You like to be of use. That's nice. Yeah, it could have. I suppose it would reset. So yes. If anything, I probably ate something at some point. Excuse me. Right.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Uh-huh. Okay, so can I repair anything? Oh, I can harvest these. Yeah, but that's like a longest run. This should be the out of 25 thing. But it could just hang on to 15 and be like, well, that's the longest that you've eaten no man-made food for. I don't know. Okay. Oof, got a shiver. Do I need to put the heating on yet? No, it's not cold enough yet. I've been dropping every single piece of man-made food that I've been finding, but if I've maybe took a break from the run and came back to it, I may have just eaten something without even realizing. Remembering what I was trying to do. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't need this knife. Let's sharpen this though. Dog fluff on a black t-shirt. Timmy! Yeah, okay. So these all... Oh, one of them's fire hardened. They just look the same within the inventory. Okay. It's interesting. So it looks different here, but in the actual inventory, it looks identical. Okay, interesting. Right, what else can I do? They should have one of these menus that is like what I actually can do. Like, filter by available to do. How's my bandages? I have 4, sweet. I have 2 of those, 1 of those. Don't need hand and head wraps. Could do acorns. Sure, why not? Ginger. Yeah. You have no chance, yeah. Yeah, we had a golden retriever growing up. And I always had freaking golden fluff all over me. I can make a mega torch. Nice. It's quicker if you make them with quality tools. I wonder if Dunn knows that. I wonder if he ever makes them with the quality tools. Let's drink, go to sleep. You know what? Let's make one for fun. Why not? You can make another tune with the hair on your floor. Oh, hang on. Wrong thing. There we go. Been carrying around the quality tools, which I didn't intend to do. Your cleaner was to shave him. Yeah. Yeah, so my dog doesn't shed. The current dog we have does not shed, but when I was growing up I always had dogs. Labradors or golden retrievers and stuff like that, they always shed. They're so dumb. I love them, but they're like just the dopiest dogs. Labradors and golden retrievers. They're just absolute doofuses. Right. Should be able to get like 11 hours sleep. I think it's 10 in a bit. What tool would you use to dip a stick in oil? Tim's just like June in more ways than one. Big dumb happy dogs. Yep, they're the best. Big head, no thoughts. Yeah. Oh my god, my Labrador, our Labrador Finn. He once jumped out of the window of a moving vehicle. Or like on my lap, I had the lead round. He had his lead collar and leash on, luckily. And he was sitting on my lap and the window was open. And we weren't driving very fast because my mother had just got a new car. So we went like around the waterfront of the area near here. That's like an industrial area. So that she wanted to like, you know, do like a drag almost, like go really fast in her new car. She was like, okay, let's just put the windows down and I'll just like drive along the straight that's kind of off the road so you don't get in trouble. And she wasn't going to go crazy fast, but she was like, let's just go along the straight, it'll be fun. Before we'd even sped up that much, Finn just was like, oh, there's something out the window. And he just leapt out of my arms, out of the window. And I had the lead in my hand and my arm just went, and my mother, who was barely speeding up by that point, luckily, we were going very slow, just like slammed on the brakes. And he was just like, he was like, oh, okay, sorry. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. So stupid. But Sally, we got when I was 3. Sally was our golden retriever. And I had very much like golden retriever colored hair. Like I was always like a goldeny, like a blonde. Because this is not real. And I think she thought I was also a golden retriever. Because we were like the best of buds. And we would just roll around on the floor together. And I think she was like, another dog, yay. I miss Sally. She was so lovely. Okay. Let's get another hour. But yeah, Finn was not smart. How are you, Mountain Sourdough, by the way? Welcome in. Wouldn't it be great to be resilient in happiness and fulfillment? Oh, 2 more hours, kids. I'm literally curious. If I pass time for 2 hours. It'll be day 26, right? Yeah, I didn't get it. Tim's a human cat hybrid in a dog body. Yeah, it still says 15. I think I messed it up at some point along the way. That's disappointing. But I'm just going to keep it going until I get it. And it hasn't gone up either, which is interesting. But maybe it goes up when you close the game. But again, you should get the achievement while you're playing the game. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go over to the overlook. So I guess I need to be on day 40 then? But that also makes not a lot of sense. I don't know. Someone work out the maths for me. As to how I would still be on 15 and it not ticking over. When I've played 3 days on today's messed up lesson. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hasn't improved on my max yet. When's my next Chivo stream? I don't know. I'm going to do this at least once or twice a week. I'm going to do my Lopa once a week, and then I'm going to try and do something else once a week. Yeah, so probably, a couple of labs that were smarter, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the logic of it. Yeah, I think you guys are right. I'll probably do this again on... No, actually I won't do it on Tuesday. I'll do my Lopa on Tuesday. So yeah, in a week. No, not a week. Thursday. Wednesday. Thursday morning your time, Oliver. Yeah. I think I've been perfect since then. So we'll see what happens when we get to day 30. We should hopefully get to day 30 this stream. You don't have all the inputs yet. Beep, pop, pop. Cannot compute. Do not understand. Please try again. Abort. Retry. Fail. I just realized I'm not going to stream next Saturday because I'm going to be away next weekend for like the whole weekend, guys. Without my children. I really don't think I know what I'm going to do with myself. It's going to be really weird. Friday night through Sunday afternoon, I will be away. So I only missed one stream, but it's like, what? It's so strange. But then I'm doing a stream all day, Sunday, all night, if you're in the east coast of the US. Sunday, the 23rd of April. My birthday stream. I'm going to do probably a 7-hour stream. No, not taking the husband. No, it's just me. Going with my friends. My friend is the New Zealand's Poet Laureate, which is basically the representative for New Zealand for poetry. Nationally and internationally. And he is being given his what's it called? I can't remember the term for it, the Te Reo Māori term for it. But basically, when you're the Poet Laureate, you are gifted a ceremonial stick, like a Māori, a very special Māori staff almost. It's like a walking stick staff type thing. Oh, one other bow. And oh my god, 2 archery books in one spot. Weird. And I haven't been up to the lookout yet, so that'll be good. And he's been gifted his that has been made for him at the marae, which is a Māori, like the meeting house, like almost like if you guys know about Native American reservations. It's kind of like that. Shillelagh. Oh, I'm gonna Google that. Let's Google that, shall we? I've got my own stream running because I was checking something earlier. A little bit. It's called Māori staff ceremonial toko toko. It's it. So it's called a toko toko. Like this. So here's Mātua toko toko. So if I go New Zealand. Poet Laureate toko toko. They all get made one whenever you get the Poet Laureate role for 2 years. And they get, yeah, the New Zealand Poet Laureate gets their own toko toko made. And yeah, wrong tab. He's being oh my god. He is being presented with his at this ceremony. Any excuse to use the word Shillelagh. So yeah. So this will be, yeah, his. So he is Mr. Christie's. I don't have a picture of him. But he's basically my best friend. He's a New Zealand writer. But yes, so he is having a big party, and then we're having, I haven't got the lock. Oh, I do. That's right, I did pick it up. Ooh, flash shells. He's being gifted that. We're having a big party. We're having a special breakfast the next day. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So yeah, we're going to. I'm going to drive up with my good friend. We're going to stay in a Airbnb and go to all the festivities, and then come home again. So that'll be fun. But yes, I do not know how to be without my children. As much as I'm looking forward to having some fun with my friends, the idea of it feels very strange. So, oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. Let's look at the other achievements, guys. Let's look at what else we need to do. So we need to visit every interior location in Mystery Lake and Coastal Highway. Okay, that should be doable. 10 complete deer carcasses in a single game. I'm only at 1. I guess I've been taking the meat, but not everything. Wrapped in furs, which means we have to make a wolfskin coat, deerskin boots, and rabbitskin mittens. Okay. Catch a fish weighing over 5 kilos. Survive 100 days. Survive 500 days. I mean, these probably won't happen on this run. They might do. We'll see. I've never had a 500-day run. The longest I've had is 254. Yeah, and I've not been getting hides. Because I was like, oh, I don't really want to make animal clothing when Voyager clothing is so good. But yeah, we'll have to start making animal clothing. And yeah, I need to start harvesting entire deer, so that's fine. Stone Age Sniper, which is a pain in the butt, but all skills to level 5, which means I'm going to need to do gunsmithing and all of that crap. We're obviously working on Faithful Cartographer. Fill all clothing slots with 100% condition gear. That should be very easy to do. Most of my clothing is pretty good. Complete all research books. Craft a full set of tools. Keep a campfire burning for 3 days. Bruh. That's definitely a Voyager achievement because you need to get so much frickin' firewood. Complete every challenge and then defeat your first Timberwolf pack. So, yeah, those are the achievements. Whee! Tumble time. Oh, Timby time. Yeah, so when I map one of the maps with Timbies, I guess that will be when I do that. I don't think Blackrock still counts, does it? It's like tumble time.
Anything right about now.
Have they added Blackrock? I don't think they have. It's too late to... Oh, undiscovered. Ash Canyon, Blake, Broken Railroad, Coastal Highway, Crumbling, Desolation Point, Muskeg, Mushroom Valley, Mountain Town, Ravine. Okay, so they still never added... Yeah, I could do it with cedar, yeah. I could do it with fir, even. Fir is obviously a 2-hour burns. That would probably be a good thing. Cut a lot of fir limbs down. So I need 72 hours of fire. So I need, yeah. So it's what, 36 fir. Cedar's an hour, is it not? Yeah, and then coal is an hour. Sticks 7 minutes. So yeah, just a combination of stuff, really. This is probably a bad idea, but I wanted to go back to the lake. There we go. Think of the charcoal I'll get. Yeah. That is true. That could actually set me up for like the whole run, couldn't it? I could actually probably do it in the Overlook Cave or somewhere like that. I know people have done it in fishing huts, so maybe I could do it here in a fishing hut before I leave Mystery Lake. And then I'm set up basically for charcoal for like the whole, probably my whole mapping run. So yeah, I could start collecting firewood. And I should probably pick these up if I'm gonna do gunsmithing. I could just get a whole lot of firewood and just start storing it by a fishing hut. So I'm ready to try and do that. The cave near the climbing rope? Oh, at the back of the lake? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Hi! Can I help you? I don't really want to extend my car's warranty, thanks though. Oh shit. That was a twitch of the finger. That wasn't actually an intended shot, but that'll do fine. Scared him away. Does anyone ever use that climbing rope? Like, I never go up there. Like, what's the point of going up there? Is there anything good up there? I've never gone, you know, the one at the back of the lake. I am gonna shoot you. I'm trying not to, like, accidentally shoot you this time. You're still gonna attack me because I did it too late. That's fine. Short and sweet. Oh, that's right. It has to be an actual campfire, yeah. Plateau has a cave? Huh, okay. I just never go up there. Interesting that they didn't make it a mapping thing. but has its own cave. I remember going up there once and being like, why am I here? Not being that interested and just coming back down again. Oh, hello. Random. Okay. A bunker location, was it? Yeah. Dunno. Sorry, that's my hand, not the mouse being weird. Freaking wind, man. 10 to midnight. I need to think about how long I want to go tonight. Oh yeah. I never really knew where all the bunkers were. I never really used them too much. Playing predominantly on Voyageur for years, I didn't really, Nice safe place to... Ah, that's really interesting. Look at these weird... Look at all these flare shells just sitting by... Yeah, that's weird. Copied and pasted, this fishing hut. I suppose if I want to go inside every interior location, I should probably go inside these, fishing cabins. No worries, Oliver. Nice to see you. Look after yourself. I'll see you soon. So sorry, I missed your chat, Troop. Oh, the summit. You did a summit, yeah. Smart. Right, so I went into these 3 cabins. I don't think I've been into the one in the middle over here. I've been to the little one. Yeah. So where haven't I been in Mystery Lake that's interior? I think I've been everywhere now. So it's just the, coastal highway locations, and then I can get that achievement. I like to sit on one of my feet quite often, and I have to adjust every now and then. Hang on, my chat got weird. There we go. I never even think about this hill up here either, like, I never go up there. Like, it doesn't even seem like it's something I've ever noticed before. Like, what could be up there? Could there be something up there? Should I go up there? Oh, Astrid. This is painful. Does lookout count as interior? I think in terms of that fire it does. And it has to be an actual campfire. It can't be a stove or anything like that. Which is Troop's point. This seems different. I don't remember going up this hill before up here. Like, have they changed this slightly? Or have I just never looked up there before? Because it seems unlikely that I've never looked up before. Up that ridge other than the sticks. Ah, okay. I wonder post-update though if they've put anything up there just to mess with us. Let's do a quick... Oh my gosh, I'm so low on oil. Oh, I picked up a soda. Drop it. Can I refuel this? Barely. Oh boy. You would have thought my fishing would have helped that, but not really. We won't use it then. Spray paint. Just know there's probably going to be something I don't see. Soup. Fire log down there. Should put that by the cave. But yeah, I could go around all of these cabins. Oh, you mean for the locations thing? Yeah, I haven't been there yet, and I'm definitely going to go there because I need to map it anyway. I need to, I could go around all of these cabins and chop down every single piece of furniture and leave that by the cave. Kind of curious to go up here, but also I'm very slow. So let's head towards the cave.
And all I can think about is food.
Okay, okay. I probably should have gone to that deer and got its hide and guts to get part of that achievement too, but I'm so mean to you, Astrid. I'm sorry. Making you so tired. Oh, that's what I was gonna do by coming all the way over here. I was gonna go eat that fish at that fishing hut. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, I think. Hi, Liv. Good morning. How you doing? Nice to see ya. I'm getting tired now because I'm not making the best decisions. I keep forgetting what I'm planning to do and stuff, so yeah, I think half an hour more at the absolute latest. I'm gonna have to crash. Went to bed at 8, woke up at 7. Oh, sometimes you need to do that though. I did that a few nights ago actually. Yeah, Thursday night when I was supposed to stream. I was just feeling meh, crappy. And I went to bed early, but yeah, if you tested, do you know if it's COVID or are you just you're not gonna worry either way? It sucks that you're sick though. Like, I don't know if it matters where you are, but here we test because if you test you have the 7-day isolation, and it's good to know if you're going to pass it on, seeing it's, you know, can be dangerous to the vulnerable, but if you're sick, you're sick. Stay away from folks is the common sense. Try and use good hygiene. Yada yada yada. But yeah, I hope you is your mum still sick, or is someone looking after you nicely? Or do you have to, like, fend for yourself? Bork, bork. Yeah. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have come at me, bro. You fend for yourself. Okay. Might as well fill her up again. So what I could do once I've got firewood by the cave is come get all this deer meat too. And then I've got a food supply there for when I'm doing the fire. Uh-oh, the weather is closing in. I can't sprint, obviously too heavy. Yeah, this isn't good. Let's pivot slightly. Head to the little cabin. I'll get the deer. The deer will probably despawn actually. I think I've probably left it too long, but it's if it's still there when we come back out, I will take the guts and hide, but if not, I don't. Hi Xander. I'm pretty good, thank you. How you doing? Welcome in. Might as well put this away, it's not gonna help me. Gonna shoot the blizzard? Go away, blizzard. Pew pew. Oof. Good, glad to hear it. Okay. I can't stomach the things, but plenty of MREs down there in the dam, the broken window room. Oh, that's helpful. Okay, cool. MREs are always welcome when I'm allowed to eat them. Woke up at 3, went on the PC to wait for me to stream. House flipper was 50% bought. That went back to bed. Ah, I'm glad you got some more rest. Alrighty. Let's do something. I might as well try and make my clothes 100%. I can get that achievement. It's pretty easy. Yeah, I ended up starting at 5 your time, Lev, because the my computer was being weird and my daughter wouldn't go to bed and all the rest. Look, those have got a weird yellow glow to them. What's with the boots? Why do they? When they're turning a certain angle, they've got a weird color to them. Anyway. There it is. Nope, that's Troop playing Dredge. I was like, oh, an achievement! No, it's Troop. Are you enjoying Dredge, Troop? I've only got my screen capture on so that we can see achievements pop up, but yeah, every now and then you'll also see people playing things. So, yeah, my camera decided it would reset its settings, and then my mouse decided to do this. Like, for ages. I'll show you this clip. Yeah. Still got it in my paste. Because it obviously had a hair or something stuck in it, and there was bananas. Oh, I won't be able to get it tonight. It's going to be too dark. Yeah, my friend is online playing a different game. Don't think Troop is here anymore. Oh, it's going to let me repair. Nope. Probably won't now. I'll wait till the morning. It's fine. Okay. It's going to be 9, but not even. Not light enough. Okay. Get that sun up in the sky. Right, I know it's only 2% and it feels wasteful, but let's get this achievement. Because this is very easy to get. And you. Let me guess, I'm not going to be able to repair the aviator hat, so I'm not going to get it. Yeah, I knew it. Is there any boots or anything in here? Any sneakers? Anything leather? Because that's annoying as shit. What if you had to do it? I think I saw sneakers in here, or was it in a different... Were they in here? No. Was it in a different cabin, maybe? I could go out looking. I just need one piece of leather. Oh man. So typical. Okay. What's that in the floor? Excuse me. Nothing. Okay. Yeah. It's alright. I will find some. I don't think this is a bear spawn because I haven't seen him yet. My deer's still here, so maybe we should get that. I think it's only 30 with your hands. Oh, it's not going to let me use my hands. That's fine. probably too frozen. Don't get starving, please. Did I check this fishing hut? I can't remember. I think I might have. Anyway, let's dump the stuff in here. I don't really need it right now. I just wanted it for the achievement.
Not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Right, so I need to do a little note here. Mystery Lake. Lone Lake Cabin. And the deer hiding guts. Oh, come on, keyboard. Cool. Okay. Okay. So we'll head towards... Weird sound. We'll head towards the cave and we'll, check the cabins as we go. That way? Oh, that's one of the wolves. Oh yes, that's the wolf I shot before. I probably could eat him, but I can't be bothered right now. Now I know either this cabin or the one along has boots or sneakers or something, so I can get my 100%. Oh, there was something there for a second. Well, it's good to know you can chop these benches. I never really thought about it. There's quite a bit of reclaimed wood we could collect on our way. So was it in here or was it further along? I don't think it's in here. Okay, next. Reclaimed wood. Hey Troop, how's Dredge? Is it good? I've watched quite a bit of it, but I've not played any. I'm very like, woohoo, Kiwi game, but I haven't paid that much attention to it. I've just like seen a few people playing it. It looks fun. I think it's made by developers in Christchurch. Recycled wood. Oh, nice. Technically, I guess it is recycled. Though mostly recycled into a fire. Running low on water again. Yeah, upcycle into a snare, that's true. Surprised there's not more things you can do with the reclaimed wood. Can't pick the chairs up. Yeah. Creak, creak, creak. Right, was it under here? One of these under the table had a pair of freaking boots or sneakers or something. And maybe it's in here. I got a snare under rabbits? I wasn't planning on getting all of the like feats and badges and stuff in one achievement, but I do need to get them. So yeah, I mean, I guess I could. Start making a shitload of snares. What cabin did I see these goddamn boots in? Oh, Xander, sorry. My dog is in bed with my husband. But I owe you one. I can refund that for you if you like. I could turn on dog cam, but you would see a pile of laundry and no dog. I'll show you. Laundry. Dog's in bed. But yes, I will, I'm still on 15, guys. I don't get this at all. I will, most definitely, I can refund that for you. Or next time you're, oh here, look. Next time you're here, I will definitely put it on for you. I quite often, I should just take it off the points menu actually, because I quite often just put it on if she's here. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's get the sneakers. It's a long time.
I could eat a horse.
She's gone to bed. It is too late for the doggy. Right, so my clothing should still be... Oh, damn it, the toque got down to 99%. I hate having to use a piece of leather to do 1%. It better not fail. Okay, one piece of cloth to do these. And we should have that achievement. Yay, we've made one achievement in this stream, hopefully. No? What's going on? Fill all clothing slots with 100% conditioned gear. I've had the achievement before. I've had it on PlayStation. Why doesn't it... Why doesn't it want to give it to me? Oh, I haven't got anything in this slot. Yeah. I haven't got underwear. Damn it. I just did all that repairing. Even accessories? Oh, so I need to find... Okay, that's why, Burb. Unless you did have everything filled. So I need another pair of underwear. And I need this... I mean, at least I'm walking around now in fully repaired clothing, I guess. It was just an idea or something I could achieve, troop, but that's fine. I can get it later. Okay. You don't remember now, yeah. I don't think I knew that, but I probably did it quite late in my last run when I had everything filled. Okay. Got no water. Let's go. Up the hill. This is very Mag Lindsay. Yeah. Hello. Random?
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
89. 80. Nice. I swear, this game has some weird sound effects sometimes. Let's get this. Hacksaw. Yeah. Ah, okay, yep. It's not a bad tip. Repair it to 100, take it off, but don't drop it. Yeah. Good plan. Alright, Astrid, what are you going to eat? Because you're quite far from your deer meat now. Your cattails aren't going to last too long. It's funny how this is like the Wintermute bear cave. I wonder how many people think that this is the bear cave all the time and get caught out by the bear at the other end of the lake. Much more slowly. Oh yeah. I figured. Hey, old Grey Wolf. Nice to see you. Welcome in. It's very dark in here. I know, Astrid, and you've really got not very much. Don't think you're getting well fed. Again. Unless I go get all that damn meat and cook it. No coal or anything in here. No. Okay, so I think this is, yeah, this is probably where I'll do my fire. Ah, thanks. I don't really trust the wiki 100%, but it does have some good, helpful little points. So do my fire here. So let's drop like the fire log. How long will the fire log burn for again? It's quite a long time. It's very heavy though. Oh, got shivers. It's cooling down in here. I got chills, they're multiplying. Is it 2 hours? Yeah, okay. Fur's obviously 2 hours. So I've got 8 hours of fire in there, yeah, fire in there so far. I'll try and keep a tally in my head. Actually, let's put it in the menu. Put it at the top, actually. Cave above Mystery Lake. Fuel so far 8 hours. I love how I always pick up sticks. I quite regularly chop branches, like proper limbs, but I never break down the little branches. Unless I'm desperate. Happy to chop this, but I don't really want to break down the tiny little one. An hour and a half for 3 hours of fire. Oh, I picked the wrong thing. I should have gone hacksaw. Hatchet. No, don't starve. I know, and you're going to starve again in a minute, because I really can't keep you fed, Astrid. Yeah, lots of fuel around. Yeah, it's a good suggestion, thanks. I should climb up to the plateau maybe later. And she's starving again. So I just got another 9 hours of fire, I think.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Alas, Astrid, you will. Maybe I should drop off some heavy stuff and run and get some of that deer meat. I do need to make water though, as well. I don't need all the tinder plugs, I should probably drop them.
I gotta eat soon.
Oh wow, I haven't heard her say that before. Well, at least I haven't heard her say it for a long time. Okay. So yeah, I should have. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna drop 9. So yeah, so that's 17 hours. Okay. Okay, let's go.
I'll do anything for a drink right now.
I know. How about a gin and tonic? Let's go get some deer meat. Do a little fire in front of one at the front of the cabin. Cook it up. I suppose I could also fish. Could also get the wolf. I do the fire in the fishing hut. I can get the wolf meat as well. Seeing I don't need to worry about parasites. Might not be the worst idea. Let's make you tired too. I mean, you've already got 2 red bars. Speed you up. I did just drop the majority of the firewood, though I do have an hour. I have 3 and a bit hours of fuel on me. And I'm gonna end the stream soon. I am pretty tired. If you couldn't tell already. Yeah, really handy, yeah. It's yeah. I always forget it. I used to forget it was there, and then like, yeah, now I go there every now and then. But yeah, I forget about the plateau up behind it. So behind that cave is a rope. You can climb up to a plateau, and Frodo was telling me before that it's actually quite a nice peaceful place to go. So I think I'll go that next stream. Let's get a little bit of water going so she stops taking so she's not thirsty, basically. Yes, that is true. Yes. I could have a fire as well, I guess. I just figured I could fish. I could have a fire outside for the deer and use this one for the fish. I don't know. I just need to get her some water ASAP, so let's just do a tiny little bit. Bullet right hand side of the drawers. Oh yeah. Looks like a marking on the floor. Thanks.
I'm so thirsty, I can't think straight.
I don't remember her ever saying that. I know they added some new stuff, but... There we go. Right, so why don't you make a leader while I go get the wolf? Well, there goes my idea of having a second fire. It's probably not much point. It's fine, we can add this to the pile. Yeah, it'd be a good place to put a bunker, eh? That's so gross looking. It's getting dark. Creakiness. I'm gonna leave the wolf for now. Let's just get inside. Perfect.
Out here. Look for shelter.
Yeah, you're fine in here. You're all good in here, Astrid. I'm not gonna be able to fish while I cook this because the pieces are too small, but it's okay. Some of them are bigger.
Barely walk with this much gear.
I'm not gonna cook it all, but I'll start the stream next time. I'll start the run next time with her carrying it all just for funsies. You know, let's just spice up the my stinkiness. Yeah, we're going to cook a bit of this, Astrid, and then you're going to go into the cabin and sleep. That one's bigger. Because there's not much point sleeping in here. Just going to use the firewood that I have. When it runs out, I'm done. Oh, that's dangerous. Don't eat from the radial. Yeah, look at it all. Nope. Not gonna cook too much more. I might just dump the rest outside. Anything bigger? They're all small, hey. What's the biggest one? This one. And then we'll do a little bit of water and then we're done. Well, that's it, isn't it? Oh well. We'll just do just enough time. Right. It's too windy for a torch. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it. Right, so here's the raw. And then the cabin should be just that way, but I don't know how cold I'm gonna be in here without the fire. Let's have a look. I don't seem to be cold now. Let me in the door. Why can't I get in? Am I around the wrong side of it? Yes. Okay, how long has this fire got? I mean, I could give it a whack. I only have a coal, otherwise I'm gonna have to like run my way to the see what happens. Run my way to the cabin in the blizzard. Or I could give her the save here and force future Cora to deal with this problem. It's only -3 actually, so I think I'll just stay here. It's fine. Yeah, okay, I won't bother keeping eating all of that. I mean, I don't have any condition to gain, so I can just sleep an hour at a time. I mean, it's Voyager, so not terribly worried. Okay, I'm gonna give her a bit longer. She can sleep in here for the night. But yes, it will become future Cora's problem because it is 12:30 a.m. and I need to go to bed. Put away the damn lantern so it stops making that clanky clank. Put it away. Put it away. Good job. One last little gamble, eh? Sorry, future Cora. Yeah. Here we go. Alright, so yeah, I think I probably should call it. Let's how much more did he have on him? Let's just grab that because otherwise I'll just start the next stream and be like oh yeah, there's a wolf that I killed and not realize I haven't got everything off it yet. Here's my food stash. Okay, so we are I'm just gonna put a little note at the top here. Currently caps lock, still trying to live off the land. Gathering firewood for 3-day fire. Going to visit all the locations in Mystery Lake and Coastal. Mystery Lake mostly done. Finish mapping Mystery Lake. I don't remember what else I was gonna do. What other achievements were we thinking we'd aim for next? Look, living off the land's still 15. It's very strange. What day am I on now? Survive 27. Okay, so I think your theory about me getting to maybe 30 and seeing how that goes. Catch a big fish is probably not a bad thing to try and aim for. I also haven't had this go up. This kit, you know, when it should have. So I'm not 100% sure the achievement thing is doing what it's supposed to do. I go back. I don't think this matters, but just like force the achievements to reload. Does it change? No. Neither of them have changed. Ah, interesting. So I don't actually know how far I am towards the achievement. Okay, so what we could do is quit the game and come back. Go to Steam and have a look. Yeah, what else? Faithful Cartographer I'm obviously doing. Craft a full set of tools I can do. I don't know what region I want to do next, actually. I think I will try and head towards Coastal. So maybe I will do that and get that one done. So my full set of tools will be in DP. So finish mapping Mystery Lake. Go to Coastal, then go to DP and do the tools. I could, yeah. That's a good idea. Magic, yeah, magic note. If only there was, you know, if only that was something that everybody could do and not just reserved just for me. I pity people who can't take notes. Right, we're going in here to save. So that my notes save. Because you know what? I have saved a game before by going into a building or sleeping or whatever. Then written a whole pile of notes and then quit. They don't save. They don't save if the game doesn't save. And I've gone back in and gone, hang on, I thought I left myself notes. There was like notes that I wrote specifically about this right now. And then I was like, oh, you idiot. Oh, you idiot. Lev. You should dictate your stuff, Lev. Have you ever thought about that? Like, I dictate a lot of texts even. And dictate stuff that I've written before when I've come up with, when I'm writing that I've been really proud of. I have dictated it Okay, so if I'm out of the game, has anything updated? No. I don't know. Tiana doesn't have spell check. I don't really use spell check, but yeah, yeah, it's very useful. I'm just reopening Steam just to see. Oh, I'm on reverb. Shouldn't have reverb on. How did that happen? No, just the weird. Just the little R in the corner of the screen has turned itself on. That's weird. No. The achievements have not updated. I hope they didn't break them when they updated the game. Everything's exactly how it was. But yeah, okay, let's find someone to raid. Oh, Rock's on. We should raid Rock. I don't think I've ever raided Rock. Gamble 50,000. Oh, Frodo. Risky business. Alrighty, we're gonna raid Rock. But yeah, I'll see you guys Tuesday, same time. And I'll see you online on I think you're gonna be winning, Frodo. I'll see you online on Twitch tomorrow anyway, a lot of you anyway, in various streams. But yeah, look after yourselves, take care. Thank you very much to the folks who followed and the sound redeems tonight. I had a bunch of followers but in the last three days, so I think someone must have shouted me out somewhere special. I don't know. Bunch of followers that weren't here while I was streaming, so that was very nice. So thank you very much if you managed to catch this. Frodo's on a winning streak. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Take care of yourselves, and thanks for hanging out with me. And yeah, night night. I gotta go sleep. I'm already falling asleep. Alrighty, bye.